If there were ever a time for a generational performance, tonight would be the night. Let's start the show. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals is about to tip off, and we are here needing our team to restore the vibes. The whole goal of Game 1 that I had up on the screen was to not mess up the vibes. And they did just that. Listen, you are allowed to lose basketball games. It will happen. To lose them in a fashion in which no team in NBA history has ever lost a game in the playoffs before. Oh, and 977. Now 1 in 977. Thanks to a lucky shot from Tyrese Halliburton. Thanks to multiple defensive breakdowns from our Knicks. Thanks to a generational choke job from our team. And you know what? I come into tonight highly confident. The New York Knicks will pull off a fantastic victory here tonight. Tonight is essentially a statement game. If the Knicks lose tonight, their chances of making the NBA Finals for the first time in 20 plus years, in 2 decades, drops down to very slim odds. The Knicks are at home in front of a fervent crowd, knowing that they dominated large swaths of Game 1. Here tonight, make a statement. You don't belong on the court with us. It was your Cinderella moment in Game 1. It will not happen again. They need to put together a full 48, not 46. Tonight, you not only restore the vibes, but you tie the series up at 1-1. You go to Indiana, and you look to take 2 in Indiana. Put the pressure back on the Pacers. Tonight, all the pressure lies on the Knicks. With that being said, y'all, like I previously noted, I'm highly confident. I hope you guys are highly confident. I can't wait for this game to tip off. I've been waiting all day about it. I've been thinking about it, and I'm ready to go. I hope you guys are ready to go. Here we are, in position that we haven't been in 2.5 decades. But tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Everybody were making their jokes at the Knicks' expense. LOL Knicks, rearing its ugly head. You do not want to go back there, Knicks. Make a statement tonight. Make a statement. We know what both starting lineups will be. No need to go over it. Fred, what's up, Fred? Victor Marquez, Susan, Angela Harding, 25-26 champs. My man was popping. John Corley, Big Rudd, Lorenzo Jackson, Kay Hazy, El Tigre, Eamon Owis, Michael Rogers, Eamon Owis. I said it again. I love saying your name, Eamon. Mark, what's up, Mark? Ernest Cash, Kiana Bryan, Paul Dog NYC, Big Rudd. Let's get to it. Frank, what's up, Frank? Frank Juarez, Justice's dad, of course. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Charlie B. Cruz, Madrasi Travel Channel. What's up, Madrasi? Bernard Johnson, of course. Omar Murray. What's up, Omar? Sweetie, what's up, Sweetie? You know the starting lineups, right? There was some talk, some beat reporters asking Tom Thibodeau about possibly changing the starting lineups because the advanced metrics really don't like this Knicks starting lineup, but they like pretty much every other lineup that the Knicks can throw out there. So there was some talks about possibly moving and swapping either McBride or Robinson in the starting lineup. We know Tom Thibodeau's not going to go for that. We know it. Sergio Reyes, what's up, Sergio? Here we go. Off with the tip. Josh Hart recovers it, and Jalen Brunson will bring it down. Let's get to it. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith, of course. Halliburton is on Bridges. Hits Anunoby cutting back door. A two-handed slam to start the game is exactly what we need to restore the vibes. I'm going to point it out time and time again here tonight because the vibes were massacred 2 nights ago. Previous game. Halliburton up top being guarded by Bridges. Dancing with it as Towns switches onto him. They swing it out to Siakam. Siakam hands it back off to Halliburton. Driving to his right, steps back, crosses over, spins. He's got nowhere to go. Shot clock winding down. Coming to his right, crossing over, puts up the three. He got some space. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. A long rebound. Nesmith grabs it. Or Nembhard grabs it, but knocked out of bounds by Josh Hart. Will remain with the Pacers. JA3, what's up, Jay? B. Will, what's up, B. Will? Fred said a win will erase the pain. A series win will erase the pain. Don't forget this pain all series long. Nembhard coming to his left off the screen, driving it down along the baseline, kicks it over to Siakam. Siakam going at Anunoby. Fall away, foul line, jump shot, excellent contest. Didn't matter. Siakam knocks it down. Both teams 1 for 1 to start. Remember, Indiana started the previous game 8 for 8 from the field. Brunson will bring it down against Nesmith. They get it over to Hart. Hart up top being guarded by Nembhard. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top. Hands it off to Brunson, coming to his right, created some space. Good screen from Towns. Turner forced to switch on to Brunson. Hesitation move, blows right past him to the basket, gets blocked. Bad attempt. Anunoby diving for it. He can't save it. Siakam picks it up. 1-on-1 against Bridges. Bully balling his way to the basket. Scoop blade with the right hand, and he gets it to go down. Not a good drive from Brunson. I didn't like it. He's surrounded by taller defenders. Don't like it. Don't like it. Brunson up top, coming to his left off a Bridges screen. Brunson gets it over to Anunoby, pump fakes, driving down to the basket, leans in, kicks it out to Towns. Towns a straightaway three. He's got some space, airballs it. Big cat, brother, what are you doing? What are you doing, brother? Siakam 1-on-1 against Anunoby. He didn't have it go in the previous game. He's got to go in here tonight. His second fall-away mid-range jump shot over OG Anunoby, 6-4 start. All 6 points coming by way of Pascal Siakam. Nembhard switches on the Brunson as he's coming off a couple of screens. Brunson up top, bounce past the Bridges, driving it down against Halliburton. Has him in the post. And they call a 3-second violation on Pascal Siakam. A free point for the Knicks. Knock down your free throws. These are no longer guaranteed with these Knicks. Knock down your free throws. AP said, shout out to the chat. What's poppin', AP? Buzzer Beater, what's up? Stealth Genetics, Raul, what's poppin'? Let's get to it. So Brunson's at the foul line. Just knock down the free point, JB. He does just that. Thank you. So Anunoby will inbound it, and they get it in the Hart. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off a high screen from Towns. They swing it over to Bridges. Bridges is going to look to attack Halliburton. Spins, has it in the paint. Little fall-away jumper over him. Can't get it to go. And here comes Halliburton pushing it the other way. Halliburton coming to his left. Dances with it. Coming to his right. Kicks it over to Siakam. Siakam's feeling, and he puts up the left wing three. In and out, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Coming to his right. Good screen from Anunoby. Forces Siakam to switch onto him. Bounce pass. Beautiful bounce pass from Brunson, and Anunoby gets tied up under the basket and just throws it away. OG, not a good start from him. Inside, beautiful pass to Siakam, wide open under the basket by himself. And Pascal Siakam has all 8 Pacer points. Bridges has it up top, being guarded by Halliburton. Anunoby needs to lock in, man. He was the biggest culprit defensively in that Game 1 collapse in the fourth quarter. Brunson driving it down, kicks it out to Anunoby. He's going to line up a 3 over Siakam, and he gets it to go. There you go. You make a mistake, you make up for it on the other end. You make an offensive mistake, you make up for it defensively. You make a defensive mistake, you make up for it offensively. Way to knock down the 3. Here comes Halliburton coming to his right. Town switches onto him again. I like that they're very freely switching it. They get it over to Siakam, a straightaway 3 over Anunoby. Miscommunication between he and Towns. They weren't sure whether they were switching or not. That's bad communication between those two guys. Yet again, that was also a big storyline in the first game. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? And again, all 11 points coming by way of Pascal Siakam. Towns on the left wing, and they call a foul on Turner as he ran through Jalen Brunson. He was trying to set a screen. Randy, what's up, Randy? Justice's dad said, take out the Neesmith voodoo doll. Jonathan Martinez, what's up, John? Anunoby 101 against Siakam. Kicks it out to Towns. Towns fires a deep three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. A long rebound. Siakam had it, lost it, and then gets fouled by Josh Hart. And Tigre said, put Mitch in. Might have to get some subs in early. Might have to. Both these teams feeling each other out yet again. 11-6 start. 5-point lead for Indiana. All 11 points coming from Siakam. Inside pass to Siakam yet again against Anunoby. He slips and falls. No foul call. Anunoby maybe catches a bit of a break there. A lot of contact. Josh Hart's going to put his head down and attack. Puts up the floater off glass. He can't get it to go. Towns had it and lost it. Here comes the Pacers pushing the other way. Nembhard up top, pushing the pace, looking around, kicks it out. Neesmith catches, pump fake, sidestep, sets his feet and fires. And of course, he knocks it down. This man refuses to miss. And the first points outside of Pascal Siakam have been scored for the Pacers. It's 14-6. And it is quiet. Real quiet in the Garden right now. They swing it out to Anunoby. He's going to pump fake sidestep three. And he can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by the Knicks. And here come the Pacers. I don't really like this start from our Knicks right now. Get some defenders in there. You got to change the vibes right now, Tibbs. You got to change the vibes. Nembhard on the right wing, dancing with it. Nembhard gets it over to Siakam in the post, being guarded by Hart. Backing him down. Fall away foul line jumper again. Can't get that one to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. And here comes Josh Hart bringing it down the other way. Hart coming to his left. Up top to Brunson being guarded by Siakam. Jab step coming to his right. Turner switches onto him. Nembhard switches onto him. Brunson's dancing. Sidestep right wing three. Not a great shot. Didn't matter. That's JB though, the captain. We got the captain's hat on because the captain has to lead us to the victory here today. Halliburton up top, quick crossover to his right, kicks it out to a wide open Turner on the pick and pop. Too long, can't get it to go, but the long rebound out to Halliburton. Steps back, swings it out. Nembhard, pump fakes, driving to his right, putting his head down, spinning to his left, fall away foul line jumper. He gets that one to go. And the crowd is trying to get into it, but the Knicks not allowing them to, as the Pacers start 7 for 12 from the field, beating them on the offensive glass and getting more shot opportunities right now. They bring a double to Brunson. Cross-court pass to Anunoby in the left corner, pump fakes, and Siakam beats Anunoby to the spot. It's like he's reading his mind. This is not a good matchup. Siakam knows exactly what OG Anunoby wants to do with the ball, and he is beating him to the spot time and time and time again. Joe, what's up, Joe? Keith Modeste, what's up, Keith? Ready for the win tonight? Bit of an up and down start, a 7-point deficit already, 16-9, halfway through this first quarter. Joe said, pumping it up over here on the best coast. You already know, brother. You already know it. MBM, what's up, MBM? And Tigre said, put Big Mitch in. I'd like to see some substitutions. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it for sure. Jay said, playing from behind seems normal for us, not worried. Not worried. There's zero part of me that's worried, but there are things that's going on here early in the game that I don't particularly like. I do like that it's a bit of a slower paced game. The Pacers are definitely trying to push the pace. That first game was a very fast-paced. Thankfully, the Knicks knocked down some shots by way of Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, and Deuce McBride came in and were knocking down shots all over the place. Even Bridges got to the basket and a couple of mid-range jumpers. But so far to start, seems like the ball's finding its way to OG Anunoby a lot, and Pascal Siakam is locking him up. Nothing easy for OG Anunoby with Pascal Siakam on him. David Oz Jr. said, JB second team All-NBA, Cat third team, both play horrible defense. No, I don't. I disagree. I don't think they play horrible defense. I don't think Brunson plays horrible defense at all. I think he can get exposed a bit because of his size. That guy is always in the spot he needs to be in. battles. Thought he was excellent defensively for the most part during the Celtics series. Don't just go by what you hear around, David. Don't just go by the storylines that people want you to believe in. Like, can they be terrible defensively? They can be, for sure. Anthony Towns can just, right? He doesn't think the game out too well, especially defensively, when you ask him to do multiple things. But he's not horrible defensively. Can slide his feet. There are things at defense he's horrible at that a center should not be horrible at, but can slide his feet well. Does a good job of contesting using his size, although he can get handsy. Anderson Scrub, what's up, Anderson? So Genex said that's why Siakam got that big bag. This OG Anunoby matchup is rough because obviously those guys go back to their time in Toronto, but Siakam knows exactly what OG wants to do. It's almost like he raised him. He knows where he wants to go. He knows the moves he wants to go to. He knows when he pump fakes, he's going to go right immediately. He's almost never going to hit you with a pump fake, jab right, go left. He's going to hit you with a pump fake and try to go right time and time again. He's got to switch it up, but David said OG got played no defensive team honor. I didn't think he was good enough to get defensive player of the year. Defensive team honors this year. Out of bounds off of Brunson. Ball's going to go back to the Pacers. Immediately coming back. Halliburton bringing it down. Gets it over to Toppin. Toppin's in. And a foul off ball, I believe on Bridges? No, on Josh Hart. That's it. Hopefully he'll blow more dunks. Hopefully he won't rebound the ball as well as he did in Game 1. That man was by far their best rebounder in Game 1, and it really helped them. That's 2 fouls on Josh Hart immediately to start the game. Maybe get Deuce McBride in, Tibbs. Maybe get Deuce McBride in. They swing it out. Nembhard, a step back right wing three, rattles it in over OG, and OG continues to struggle both offensively and defensively. This may not be his series. Get him up out of here. Him and Towns are not communicating well defensively at all. Brunson driving it down. He's got some space. Euro steps out, tries to kick it out to Anunoby. Toppin tips it out of bounds, jump in the passing lane. Big Mitch coming in for Towns. Got to change the vibes. Already down 10. Got to change the vibes, Big Mitch. Turner subs out. Thomas Bryant subs in. They get it in the Robinson. Hands it back off to Brunson. Brunson, jab step. Dancing with it against Nembhard. Neesmith has subbed out. Matherin is in. Brunson's dancing with it. Quick crossover to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Nembhard. Gets it to go. Here come the Pacers, quickly pushing it ahead. Nembhard on the right wing against Brunson. Coming to his left off a Bryant screen. And a moving screen on Thomas Bryant. The crowd's trying to get into it. The crowd is trying to get into it, y'all. Stove Janik said, Josh Hart gave Reggie the FU message from New York. I would have appreciated a win more, but hey. Look, man, they lost the series last year. Don't do it again this year. Just don't do it. I don't want to see it. Not one bit. Brunson dancing with it around a Robinson screen. Leans in against Nembhard, and they call the offensive foul on Brunson. McBride's going to come in. McBride comes in, I believe for Bridges. No, he stays. Bridges stays in. Josh Hart comes out with the 2 fouls. Toppin up top, 19-11. They swing it out to Bryant. Bryant dancing with it up top, being guarded by Mitch. Hands it off to Halliburton. Going to drive it down, throws up a floater, can't get it to go. Brunson grabs it with a running start. He's driving it down in the paint, stops, kicks it out. McBride, Deucey, rattles it in. My man Deuce McBride has refound the shot, y'all. He has refound the shot. It's crazy what happens when Big Mitch and Deuce McBride come in, it's crazy how the tenor of the defense changes. Nembhard 1-1 against Brunson. All the way, foul line jumper. Can't get it to go. Bricks it. McBride, good box out and rebound against Matherin. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson driving it down the lane. Loses the ball out of bounds, and Brunson sloppy with the ball again. We don't need that, JB. We don't need that. Needed to cash in on that opportunity. Needed to cash in on that opportunity, big dog. And Thomas Bryant's hurt. He's hurting. He's holding his hand. Possibly a jammed finger. We're going to get a timeout. Justice's dad said anything on the refs. James Capers, Mark Davis, Brian Forte, Kevin Scott. Those are the refs today? I thought those were the refs of the last game. I guess they're doing it again? I don't really have an opinion on any of them. Not going to lie. Noah Linden, what's up, Noah? Robots can be programmed to be biased. I don't know what that's in reference to, but they can. Ricardo, what's up, Ricardo? Brunson, how many turnovers? That's what I wanted to see. He's got 2 turnovers already. I don't like Brunson turnovers. He is normally not a good, he's normally very good at not turning the ball over. Sire Love, what's up, Sire? Fred said, what is wrong with JB? Pressing a little bit. Nemhard and Neesmith are being very good defenders. And they're rushing him a bit. Just a bit. Getting him out of his rhythm. Sire Love said, which team won the Reggie Choke series? That would be the New York Knicks. Sire, that would be the New York Knicks. Jay said, I can't stand Reggie Miller. I think everybody outside of Indiana would agree with you. Chris Rowe, what's up, Chris? Noah Linden said the WNBA is rigging games against Caitlin Clark. I don't think that's happening, bro. Didn't they only lose like 1 or 2 games? I think they're fine, man. Self Genetics said Brunson got his dad here. He'll settle in. Yeah, I'm really not worried about it. He'll get to his spots. He'll start cooking. It's crazy what happens. How like I said, the tenor of the game changed when Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson checked in. Maybe we should make substitutions a little bit more often, Tibbs. I don't care about the starting lineup conversation. I don't care. Start them if you want. But around the 7-minute mark, 5 minutes into the game, make a substitution. Don't make a substitution 7-8 minutes into the game. You're punting those early minutes, right? You're punting those early minutes. Mike Mode, what's up, Mike? Only team in the league that can rattle Brunson and rush him are the Pacers. I don't know why. I don't know how, but it happens a lot. That man averages like 35 points against the Pacers. I'd have to disagree, Mike. I'd have to disagree. Dope Jag said Rick Brunson is a major factor in those fourth quarter shows. I think Jalen Brunson is the biggest factor. I think there's no factor bigger than Jalen Brunson. That man talked about how he specifically put in work in the offseason to get where he is right now as a finisher, as a fourth quarter finisher, as a closer, as Captain Clutch. Noah Linden said SGA can do almost whatever he wants. He pushes off every time. It's never called. Yeah, that's the frustrating part. That is the frustrating part when you watch OKC play and SGA, is offensively brilliantly talented as he is, gets every single call he wants, man. Calls almost never go against him. Ever. Halliburton has it up top. Here we go. We're locked into this game, though. Forget that other game. Get it over to Nembhard being guarded by McBride. Behind the back, coming to his left. Snakes it back. Dancing with it against McBride. Step back, fall away long 2. Airballs it. Ball going back to the Knicks. Excellent defense from Ducey. Excellent defense from Ducey. Bridges bringing it down. Being guarded by Halliburton. Bridges over the top pass to Brunson on the left wing. Brunson being guarded by Nembhard. Coming to his right. Off the Robinson screen. And a pull-up 3 for JB goes down, baby. A pull-up 3 for JB. He's 2 for 2 from the three-point line. I like to see it. Here comes Halliburton. He only hit 1 3 in the previous game. He was, what, I believe 1 for 6. Tonight, 2 for 2. They swing it around, back up top to Halliburton. Halliburton dancing around the screen, deep pull-up three over Anunoby. Breaks it off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go. It was nowhere near the basket. Here comes Brunson pushing it the other way. Alyssa Lester, what's up, Alyssa? Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Swings it out to Bridges. Bridges over the top pass to Anunoby. He's got Halliburton on him. Tried to hit the cross-court pass. Ball gets knocked out of his hands. Over to Brunson. Over to McBride. McBride's going to drive it down. Pump fake. Leans in. Puts up the mid-range jumper. Gets it to go. And we're in here. Crazy what happens when we get Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson into the game. Immediately a 10-0 run to get back into it. They swing it out to Toppin on the right wing. Pump fake, steps back. Swings it out to Halliburton. Halliburton out by the half-court line, directing traffic, being guarded by Brunson on the switch. Coming to his left. Robinson switching onto him, playing in a drop, forcing him to kick it out. Anunoby jumps the passing lane and knocks it out of bounds. 6 seconds on the shot clock for them. The defense changes when we get Mitch and Deuce in the game. I don't care who starts, but make more regular substitutions, Tibbs. You have to. Get Josh Hart out of there. Tied at 19 with 2:23 to go. A significantly lower scoring game than in game one so far. McConnell has checked in. They swing it out. Siakam, pump fakes, gets Anunoby in the air, and he draws 3 free throws. He's going to the foul line for 3 free throws. OG Anunoby, once again, getting caught in no man's land. Justice's dad, I need your help, brother. I need your help. This is what I'm going to do for you. Justice's dad, this is what I'm going to do for you. There's got to be more than 2 of us in the chat. Now there's 3 of us. My man Justice's dad is in every stream, even in our Knicks streams. So I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Siakam knocks down the first 2. He's got 1 more coming. Siakam goes 3 for 3 from the foul line. Get it over to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Neesmith is back in. Brunson has it on the right wing, coming to his left off a double screen from Anunoby and Robinson. They hedge out. Brunson dancing with it. Another pull-up 3. Comes up short on that one. Fight for the rebound. Robinson able to keep it alive. And out of bounds. Staying with the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson battling it. He was being boxed out by Thomas Bryant, but it did not matter. It did not matter. You cannot keep Big Mitch off the glass, man, even when he is being boxed out. Buzzer beater said Tibbs generally bounces back from bad games. He's a very good playoff coach, but I need him to step up, right? Hopefully, like you said, he bounces back. Brunson crossing. I don't even think he coached a bad game, but I need more from him. McBride at right wing 3, in and out, halfway down, can't get it to stay. Fight for the rebound. Here comes Mathurin. Mathurin up top being picked up by Brunson, out to McConnell. McConnell being guarded by Bridges, coming to his left. They're going under the screen and forcing him out to the perimeter. And Mitchell Robinson shaking his head against McConnell. McConnell picks up his dribble, tries to get it out to Siakam. Anunoby jumps the passing lane. 1-on-1 against the Siakam. Pump fakes, goes up, and he throws it down with 2 hands. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. No layups, no chase down blocks, no nothing. I'm going to go up with 2 hands and throw it down. Here comes McConnell on the right wing, being guarded by Bridges. McConnell coming to his left off the screen. Kicks it out to Mathurin. They're doing a good job of keeping McConnell out of the paint. Mathurin dancing with it against Brunson. A mid-range pull-up jumper over him. Can't get it to go. Robinson secures the rebound. Here comes Brunson. The defense is defending right now. Bridges on the right wing, dancing with it against Mathurin. Coming to his left off a Robinson screen. Driving it down in the paint. Stops, turns, kicks it out to McBride up top to Anunoby. Catches, jab step, pump fakes. Driving to his left, putting his head down. Bully ball. Fall away mid-range jumper from him. Too long, can't get it to go. Robinson an offensive rebound. Robinson an offensive rebound, and they foul him. And Mitchell Robinson hits him with the flex, because you know they can't keep him off the glass. Mitchell Robinson is putting his butt down and saying, get out my paint. Out my paint. So Janek said, Halliburton traveling that overtime shot, but it is what it is. We passed it. That's game one nonsense. You already lost it. Can't go back in time. So we on the game two. Taking care of business tonight. The Knicks are in the bonus for the final minute. Under a minute to go. They get it into Bridges. Bridges dancing with it against Turner as he switched onto him. Bridges dancing with it in the paint. Pump fakes. Leans in. A lot of contact. Can't get it to go, but he draws the foul on Turner. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws with 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The opportunity to take a lead here. He'd said groove time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Janek said, my favorite Knick. We right there. We right there. I've said it for years. My favorite Knick for years. Ever since we drafted him, to be honest, he's been my favorite Knick. The light in a very dark time in Knicks history. As Bridges knocks down the first free throw. Thank you for knocking down your free throws. So far, Knicks. So far, we're knocking down our free throws. MBM said, take it personal, OG. He has to absolutely be taking it personal, MBM. Has to absolutely. You're absolutely right. Jose NYC, what's up, Jose? Bridges misses a free throw, but Anunoby, an offensive rebound, kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson catches, pump fake, one dribble in, three, comes up short. Robinson, offensive rebound, saves it over to McBride, baby. Saves it over to McBride. We are hooping on the glass. Brunson up top, coming to his left off the Anunoby screen, driving it down, throws a lob to OG. A lob to OG Anunoby? When do we see lobs from Brunson to Anunoby? That may be the first lob from Brunson to Anunoby in their whole entire Knicks tenure. In a year and a half, I don't think I've ever seen Brunson throw a lob to OG. McConnell has it up top, dancing with it. They swing it out to Siakam. Being guarded by Bridges. Jab step, swing through to his right, backing him down, spins to his left, fall away, foul line jumper, back, gets it to go off the back rim. Tied at 24 with 10 seconds to go. The Knicks will have the final shot of the quarter. Brunson bringing it down. Quick crossover to his left, driving it down. In the paint, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Robinson, an offensive rebound and put back. They can't keep him off the glass. Here comes McConnell pushing it the other way. A half-court heave. He can't get it to go, thank goodness. I need Mitchell Robinson to play 30-plus minutes in this series. 30-plus minutes. Stealth Gen X reminding people to hit the like button. I appreciate you, Stealth. Absolutely. Hit the like button. If you're in the stream enjoying the content, remember to hit the like button. It is by far more than anything else you can do, the best way to support the channel. It is free, it is easy, it takes less than a second, and I'd very much appreciate it. Mark said, keep him on the floor. Absolutely, keep him on the floor. Listen, you want Karl-Anthony Towns out there? Put him out there with Big Mitch. Get the 4-5 out there. But Big Mitch got to play. He got to play. He is dominating these guys. He's in shape. He looks healthy. He looks like he's got his timing and his rhythm back on the glass. He's following these shots. He's getting these rebounds. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Before we start the second quarter, let's look at it. How many rebounds did Big Mitch have? I'm going to say 4. Mitch got 3 rebounds. I was off by 1. 2 offensive, 1 defensive. I only said 4. I might be right. I only said 4 because he didn't grab the rebound, but he kept the possession alive, battling for the board, and the Pacers ended up knocking it out of bounds. Right? McBride with 5 points, knocking down the 3. I love when Deuce McBride knocks down the 3. Towns has yet to score. Josh Hart has yet to score. Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride, it's crazy what happens when they come into the game. Justice is dead, the stat you hate the most, but in this instance, when you throw the context all around it, Justice is dead, what does it tell us? Plus 12 for Big Mitch, plus 10 for Deuce McBride. When they came on the game, I'll say it again, the exact same words, the tenor of the game, the vibe, the feel, the intensity changed when these two players got on the court. Absolutely changed when these two guys got on the court. Down 10 when they came in to up 2 by the end of the first. Gringo Bronx, what's up, Gringo? Sorry, Love said Pacers fans not liking the stream. You don't like the stream, it's very evident that you're a Pacers fan. And I know we got far more Knicks fans in here than Pacers fans. So Gen said Deuce about to start shooting lights out. I can feel it. I mean, he is knocking it down in this series. He is getting it going in this series. What was he in the previous game? 10 points? What was he from 3? Deuce McBride was only 1 for 3 and 2 for 7 from the floor, but still incredibly impactful. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? Absolutely love these two. I knew my eyes were right. You already know it, Yak. You already know. We were right here. We were right here with it. We said Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson especially. We went back and forth with Mitchell Robinson all year talking about I can't wait for him to come back. Can't wait for him to get on the court. NBM, every game is a must-win. This is the playoffs. I keep trying to tell people. You hear people saying like, oh, game 2 is a must-win. Game 1 was a must-win. You're at home. Come on. Gigi said, it looks like Siakam will have a great game. Just make sure the other role players are controlled. I don't think Siakam can beat you, though. Can he do it? Can he get a 40 ball? Can he get a 35-point game here tonight? Can he do that with Anunoby? He better start locking in, because he's been taking Anunoby to school. Anunoby hanging all over him. We'll see what happens if they put Karl-Anthony Towns on him. I thought he did a pretty good job in the second half of the previous game. Towns is in, along with Robinson. Campaign starts the second quarter, along with McBride and Bridges. Mathurin gets the handoff from Siakam. Tries to get it down low, and Robinson knocks it out of bounds, and Robinson saying it was tipped. And he's screaming to the Knicks coaching bench that it was tipped. Tipped by the Pacers. And the Knicks are going to use a challenge here. And Mitch is on fire. He is talking. He's in fuego. He's ready to go. And I don't know if you guys saw the clip the other night that was going around on social media, and particularly on Twitter. And that is absolutely off of Mathurin. But the clip that was going around was after Nesmith hit a deep three in which Siakam came down the court, handed it off to Nesmith. Nesmith pulled up from like 30 feet away, but Anunoby was like 2 feet in the paint. It was like, wake up, brother, where are you? And Nesmith knocks down like that 30-foot three, and Karl-Anthony Towns, and a timeout is called, and Karl-Anthony Towns barking at Anunoby all the way to the bench, probably talking about like, bro, where are you? Like, step up. Why are you in the paint? The only way they can come back is by shooting threes, and you're standing in the paint. You need to be up here, off these screens, off these handoff actions, right? And Anunoby didn't like that, and he and Anunoby started to get into it. And Mitchell Robinson came over, put a stop to it. Then Brunson got up, and he put a stop to it as well. And that's what I'm talking about. The two leaders of the team, it feels, well, we got 3 leaders on this team in particular. Brunson, Josh Hart, and Mitchell Robinson as the elder Knicks statement, right? The longest tenured Knick. This is what, his 7th season, I believe? 6th or 7th season? He knows the mission. He's been here during the dark days. He was drafted to one of the worst organizations in the league. Was that the 17-win team? It might have been the 17-win team that he played on as a rookie. From that to now, to a conference finalist, to being one of the most important players, one of the most important role players during this run. Mark, what's up, Mark? Gigi said losing this challenge would be catastrophic. Last game, goaltend should have been reviewed, but we had no challenge. You can't review that, though, Chichi. It was unreviewable anyway, even if they had a challenge. The only way you can call a timeout and review a play is if the refs blow the whistle. In that instance, the refs messed up. Because even if they didn't think it was a goaltend, you should call the goaltend on the floor, and the refs, without having to have a coach use a challenge, can take it upon themselves to say, we're going to go review that. It's under 2 minutes. The referees can go review it themselves. So the Knicks, even if they had a challenge, were not capable of challenging that because there was no call on the court to challenge. Right? The officials messed that up because they should have called the goaltend whether it was or not and then went to go review it themselves. But like I said earlier, we are done with game 1. So Nick said, FYI, OG is the highest paid Knick. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He received the largest contract in Knicks history this past offseason. He's the highest paid Knick on the team, so they all expect him to play big. Absolutely, Stealth, absolutely. He's also, by far, the best defender on the Knicks and one of the best defenders in the NBA You can't have defensive lapses. You can't have that, right? Like if Jalen Brunson was having a bad offensive game, we'd get on Jalen Brunson. If your job is to be the offensive engine, you are not allowed bad offensive games. If your job is to be the defensive engine, you are not allowed bad defensive games. You have to be able to come and do your job. Here we go. We're back into it, and the Knicks won the challenge. Bridges inside the Towns being guarded by Siakam. Backing him down. Ball knocked out of his hands. He picks it back up. They bring a double. Cross-court pass. Campaign wide open right wing three over McConnell. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And I don't know who that big man is. We got to look it up. A big man is in I've never even seen or heard of. McConnell driving it down, pulls it back out to Mathurin. Driving to his left, throws it up at the basket, draws the foul, and Deuce McBride, he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. We got to look up who the big man is for the Pacers right now. Who is this guy? That is Tony Bradley is in the game, guys. Tony Bradley. I have not heard Tony Bradley's name in a long time. He is in the game right now. Rick Carlisle was looking for anything for Mitchell Robinson answers. And McConnell blows by Karl-Anthony Towns, and he knocks down a floater for McConnell's first points of the game. Tied at 26, Campaign bringing it down, and a foul on TJ McConnell. Joe, appreciate you, Joe. See you on the other side, brother. Just that said Bradley NC guy. Yeah. I literally just haven't heard his name in a really long time. Bridges 1-on-1 against Neesmith. Blows past him, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go as it rolls off the side of the rim. Bridges, we got to start knocking some of these down, brother. Got to start knocking some of these down. They're good looks. They hand it off to Mathurin up top to Neesmith. Neesmith coming to his right. Campaign picks him up. Now out to McConnell. McConnell's driving it down. Crosses over. Baseline pull-up jumper. Comes up well short. Robinson a rebound. And he gets it out to McBride. McBride bringing it down right side of the court. Mathurin will pick him up. McBride coming to his left off the Robinson screen. Kicks it over to Towns. Towns driving to his left, putting his head down, attacking, kicks it out. Campaign in the corner, pulls it back out, driving to his right in the paint, flips it up at the basket, can't get it to go. A lot of contact. Loose ball. Mathurin picks it up, kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam shot out of a cannon. Euro steps down the lane, gets the righty layup to go. And McBride has it up top. McBride into Towns. Towns coming to his right. Bully ball his way to the basket. Gets fouled. And one. I'm too big, too strong. Get me to the basket. I'm too big, too strong. You can't hold me. You can't guard me. Great patience and pass from Deuce McBride. He didn't get it to him too early. He didn't get him to it too late. Got it to him right on time. And Towns went to work as Siakam hit the floor previously and was out of position trying to get back, and Towns took advantage of it. Nick Yak said, I think Payne is tired. Get him out of here. I think Campaign is just not very good at basketball. Get him out of here. Tired, not tired, energetic, whatever. Doesn't matter. Get him out. I don't think he should be a part of the rotation during this series. Towns knocks down his and one free throw, 29-28. TJ McConnell bringing it down. Has it on the left wing. Coming to his right. Dancing with it against Bridges. A rescreen. They go under. Towns switches onto him. McConnell dancing with it. Coming to his right. Kicks it out. Siakam wide open. Robinson loses track of him. Long three, can't get it to go. Tony Bradley an offensive rebound. And Bridges comes up with the steal as Bradley can't save it out to his teammates. And he shot out of a cannon bringing it down. Cross court pass to Payne. Extra pass to Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Neesmith. Jab step coming to his left. Putting his head down. Attacking. A lot of contact. Puts up the floater. No foul, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to knock down the shot anyway. McConnell spinning to his left. Knocked out of his hands by Robinson. Ball still loose. Shoves it over to Siakam. Siakam coming to his right. Dancing in the lane, pulls it back out, has it on the right wing, 1-on-1 against Towns, looking to attack, going along the baseline, loses the handle, picks it back up, out to the right corner, now dancing with it again, fall away, pull up two, can't get it to go, but they call a foul on Towns. He does get it to go, he gets a lucky bounce, hit the front of the rim, hit the rim like 3 times. Siakam with 20 points. 20 points for Siakam here in this first half. Are you kidding me with that? Siakam at the foul line, knocks down his and one free throw. 21 points for Pascal Siakam. 9 minutes to go. Justice's that's a terrible call in my opinion. I don't really care. Guard up. Guard up. Don't let him get to that shot in the first place. Towns 1-1 against Siakam. Backing him down. Backing him down. Leans in. Tries to draw foul. Doesn't get it. Fight for the rebound. Neesmith picks it up and they're off and running. Terrible shot from Towns. They get it over to Siakam. He's trying to draw a foul. Just play basketball. Just looking to get a basket. Matherin's putting his head down against McBride. Goes up. Gets blocked by Robinson. McConnell picks it up. Little mid-range jumper. Hits the front of the rim but gets a nice friendly bounce. These friendly bounces from the Pacers. They're getting it up on the rim nice and easy. They're getting the nice friendly shooter's touch roll. Campaign down the lane. Throws a lob to Robinson and he throws it down with two hands. Mitchell Robinson is huge here tonight. Yet again. Yet again. McConnell on the left wing up top to Siakam. Siakam hands it off to Matherin. Coming to his left off a double screen. Swing it out to Siakam. Siakam runs over Campaign. Call the offensive foul. I'd love to see it. I love to see the flop, man. Those acting lessons are paying off, y'all. Those acting lessons are absolutely paying off. Right? You are in New York. You have the best acting teachers in the world. Utilize them. Utilize them. Slim Slam, what's up, Slim? MVP Mitch, yes, sir. They're gonna mess around, and Mitchell Robinson's gonna mess around and be Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Campaign bringing it down off the nice turnover that he created. He took a dive, he took a flop, but we'll take it. Campaign up top, shoves it over to Towns. Towns down the lane. Attacking, gets fouled. I believe by Toppin, he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Dope Genetics said, never trade that man. I hope he retires in Knicks, Dope Genetics. I pray to the basketball gods, I pray to Leon Rose that Mitchell Robinson retires a Knick. I want that man I want him to be our Udonis Haslem. I want him to be 35 years old, collecting a Knicks paycheck, never getting a minute anymore. I don't care. Keep him around. Absolutely love Big Mitch. Mark said non-Brunson minutes. True. Towns at the foul line, knocks down the first free throw. But you're going blow for blow, right? Trading basket for basket. Justice's dad said, Cat unguardable? Yeah, the Pacers don't have a very good answer for him. They don't. Towns goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. I didn't want to say nothing. The way they shot it previously, I can't put no commentator's curse on them at the foul line. Can't do it. Halliburton bringing it down. Drolano, what's up, Drolano? Halliburton up top, coming to his right. He's checked back in. Dancing with it. Crosses over. Up top to Toppin, swings it over to Halliburton. Robinson switched onto him. He's coming to his left off the screen. Dancing with it. They kick it out to Toppin. Toppin catches, pump fake, driving to his left on Robinson. Puts up a floater. High arcing. Robinson gets a piece of it. He's guarding everybody out there again. Here come the Knicks pushing the other way. McBride, a step back three. Knock it down. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Towns able to grab it. Towns is going to set and fire a left wing three, knock it down. And he knocks it down. Line it up. Get the Garden going. Timeout for the Pacers. 5-point lead for the Knicks. Get the Garden going again and early. I want a blowout tonight. Is it likely to happen? Probably not. These Pacers are resilient. But I want you to put the pressure on them. I want the shot making to continue. I want the defense to be nonstop. Mitchell Robinson dominating the game. Dominating the game. The game changed when Big Mitch got in the game. And I'll never let some of y'all live it down that you wanted this man traded. I'll never let some of you people in the chat, not all of you, very few of you actually, I'll never let you guys live it down that you wanted Big Mitchell Robinson traded. Look at him right now. Do you see what we're watching right now? Dominating the game. Not just playing well, not just grabbing a couple offensive rebounds, dominating the game. The Pacers don't know what to do against Big Mitch. I'm at a loss for words for what Big Mitch is doing right now. 4 points, 4 boards, 2 blocks in his 10 minutes. Plus 15. Justice is that. For tonight, we rocking with the plus minus stat. As long as it's saying Mitchell Robinson is the highest plus minus in the game, I'm rocking with the plus minus stat. I'm rocking with it. Sam Cooper, what's up, Sam? AP reminding people with the thumbs up. Appreciate you, AP. Omar Murray said Sheffy got receipts. Listen, man, the only reason I bring it up is because it was something we debated about during leading up to the trade deadline all season long. Right? Oh, he's healthy. Oh, he's never healthy. You can't rely on him. Yeah, but when he is healthy, and a lot of those injuries aren't because of him, aren't because he's not, those injuries aren't because he's not in shape. Those injuries aren't because he's messing around doing things he shouldn't be doing. Those injuries were because he was playing hard. Those injuries were because he makes other players so frustrated that they grab him out of midair and throw him to the ground when he was coming off a surgically repaired ankle. That's what those injuries are from. They're from him playing hard, right? They're not soft tissue injuries where he's not in shape, not getting the treatment he needs, right? They're not because he was in practice doing something silly like trying to touch the top of the backboard a la Amari Stoudemire or pushing a fire extinguisher. No, they're him playing hard. They're him frustrating the opponent so much that they try to do anything they can to get him out of the game, including playing dirty. Yak said Toppin always a negative on the court. Part of the reason why this front office had no issues moving on from him. As much as I love Obi Toppin and I love to see him do well, once a Knick, always a Knick. In his 5 minutes, he's got zeros across the board and 1 foul. Thomas Bryant has zeros across the board, 1 turnover and 2 fouls. Tony Bradley got in the game. Yeah, at least he grabbed 2 rebounds, but he also had a turnover. The bench giving them nothing right now from the Pacers. So much for all that depth. They got to continue it. Knicks have to continue the vibes right now. Just as Dad said, Cam's been good too. I just need Cam Payne to not be terrible. I just need him to not be terrible. Here we go. And I like that Tom Thibodeau's rocking with this lineup for a minute. Josh Hart still hasn't returned and still no Jalen Brunson. Maybe learning his lesson from game 1? Maybe? Let's see. They get it over the top and cut into the basket. Scoop lay with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Good job from Towns trying to push to give him some pressure there with the little chase down. McBride coming to his left, dancing with it. McBride being a point guard, too. He's handling the ball, not Cam Payne. Towns 1-on-1 against Toppin, spins to his left in the lane, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Toppin can't guard him. Toppin can't guard him. Karl-Anthony Towns giving the Knicks a 7-point lead here. Halliburton coming to his right off a screen, swings it out to Toppin, back to Halliburton. Catches, pump fakes, coming to his left with Robinson chasing him. They kick it out to Toppin, Toppin in the corner. Takes it up top to Nembhard. Nembhard coming to his left off the Toppin screen. Steps back for a 3 over Towns, and he gets it to go down. These Pacers do not miss from 3 in the playoffs. I don't know what kind of voodoo, dark magic they do, but Cam Payne driving it down against Ben Shepherd, and he trips and falls. Relax. Relax, Cam Payne. Relax. All you need to do is not be terrible. And here you are being terrible. We don't need that. Give up the ball and relax. The ball should be going through Karl-Anthony Towns every single time. He's got it going offensively right now, and he's got the matchup advantage against Toppin. Halliburton steps back in the corner, cross-court pass to Turner, catches, pump fake, swings through to his right, down the lane, goes up with a 2-handed slam, and he gets it to go down. And a timeout from Tibbs. He's seen enough. He has seen enough. And I never gave you the Knicks their 3. 40-38. My bad, Alyssa. My bad. It's 40-38. El Tigre said take Payne out. Get him out of the game. Get him out of the game. Get DeLon Wright in. There's no world where Cam Payne is the better option over DeLon Wright in this series. No world. It makes no sense to me. Slim Slam said nice timeout. Good timeout. Back to a 2-point game when you had a 7-point lead. These Pacers are not going to go down easily. You're not going to be able to blow them out. I want the blowout, but it ain't going to happen unless you play fantastically. Stoke Generic said, but they don't do 50-50 balls or play defense like us. Yeah, but they got that dark voodoo magic on their side, though, Stealth. We need the Pope to ballot it out. Whatever hex the Pacers did to put on their opponents, we need the Pope to come out and remove that hex. Because it's crazy. It is crazy. Justice's dad said Pacers 11-man into 12 tonight in the second quarter. True. But we just looked at the box score, and the bench has zeros across the board except for TJ McConnell. 11 minutes for Ben Mathurin. Gave him nothing. Has 1 assist and a turnover. It was a minus 12. So. All right, here we go. Brunson back in. And Josh Hart gets fouled. They're trying to apply some full court pressure. Hart's also back in. I guess Robinson subbed out. Good time to sub Robinson out. Let him get a breather. No, Towns subs out. He's on the bench. Brunson will bring it down. Is that Ben Shepherd? Ben Shepherd is in, applying some full court pressure to Brunson. Brunson gets it over to Bridges, and Robinson remains in the game. Bridges driving to his right, and a double dribble on Bridges. Dog. I need the others to step up and play better. Robinson's doing his job. McBride is doing his job. Anunoby, I need you to be better. Bridges, I need you to give us something. Nembhard has it up top. Coming to his right off a Turner screen. Nembhard crosses over to his left, dancing with it, stops, turns, pivots, up top to Turner. Turner hands it off to Halliburton, being chased by McBride. Coming to his left, pocket pass to Turner. Turner travels with it. So one travel to another. B. Will said Halliburton has a goose egg too. Yeah, they're playing good defense, not giving them any open looks. Halliburton's not being very aggressive right now. But he can get into those flows sometimes. He's very comfortable being a distributor. Look, he has 0 points, and it's a 2-point game. So I think the Pacers would live with that every time. Brunson dancing with it against Shepherd. Backing him down in the paint, steps through, steps back, little pull-up jumper. Can't get the friendly roll, fight for the rebound. Turner, good box out on Robinson as it took an awkward bounce off the rim. Robinson missed time to jump. Here comes Toppin, bringing it down, hands it off to Nembhard, coming to his right. Over the top pass to Toppin, catches, kicks it out. Shepherd, wide open right corner three. McBride, a little extra effort to get out there. Didn't matter as Shepherd knocked down the three. And Deuce McBride will bring it down. And McBride pushing it, and terrible decision from Deuce McBride. Gets it over to Toppin. Toppin gets this bad pass, gets it stolen by Josh Hart. Excellent effort from Josh Hart there. They swing it around. McBride on right corner three. He's trying to make up for it. He comes up well short. Fight for the loose ball. Robinson comes out with it because of course he does. And they kick it up top to Josh Hart. Josh Hart kicks it over to McBride. He's going to pump fake. Inside pass to Bridges, and Bridges with a nice reverse layup. And here comes Halliburton. Halliburton coming to his left off the screen. Robinson switches onto him. Halliburton inside pass to Turner. Catches in the post against Josh Hart. Backing him down. Josh Hart reaches, and Turner blows the layup. Bridges with the rebound, and he's bringing it down. Bridges has it up top, dancing with it. Coming to his left off the Robinson screen. Gets it knocked out of his hands. Come on, man. And Toppin out on the fast break, and he throws it down with two hands. These turnovers from our Knicks. Control the damn ball. Josh Hart bringing it down, 43-42. Pacers with a 1-point lead. They've been going back and forth all night long. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left, off a Josh Hart screen, driving it down. Stop, turn, in the paint, fall away, foul line jumper, gets that one to go. He sees Ben Shepherd on him, and he says, all right, I can get to my mid-range shot every time I want. Halliburton coming to his right. They hedge out. Bridges stays in front of him, forcing him out back out to the half-court line, dancing with it against Robinson. A deep pull-up three over Mitch. Too long, can't get it to go. Josh Hart skies for a nice, strong rebound, and here he comes pushing it the other way. Josh Hart shovels it out to Bridges. Bridges driving to his left along the baseline, pulling it back out. Halliburton switches onto him. Bridges backing him down, leans in. Little fall-away jumper in the paint. In and out, halfway down. Josh Hart saves it. Out to Bridges. Bridges puts up the three over Halliburton. Too long, can't get it to go. Robinson fighting for the rebound. He can't grab it, though. And now here come the Pacers, and Rick Carlisle and the Pacers call a timeout. Not cashing in on any of our extra opportunities that we are generating here. Robinson and Josh Hart hustling. And we can't cash in on them, man. Bridges, where are you, man? 1 for 5 from the floor. OG Anunoby's 4 for 6. At least he's knocked down a couple of shots. Bridges, brother, I need you to step up offensively here. You're getting good looks. These little fall away mid-range jumpers, not making it. That three you just took, didn't like it. Didn't like it. McBride 2 for 5, 1 for 4 from three-point range. Got to get some of these shots to go down. Some of them. Some of them. Right? You're not going to shoot 100% from the floor, but you got to get some of these to go down, man. Just as his dad said, Mikhail getting productive tonight would be nice. Man, yeah. Dope Janek said, we'd be up 7 if we took care of the ball. We have how many turnovers? 8 turnovers. Pacers have 7 turnovers, but the turnovers, the Pacers want a high turnover game. The Knicks can't afford to have a high turnover game. Who has 3? Brunson has 3 turnovers. Bridges has 2. Not good enough, man. Not good enough. Dope Janek said, third quarter rising before plotted as we speak. I hope so. I hope so. And Chichi said, it's time for Bridges to take a seat until his offense is needed. Anunoby was at the scores table before the timeout, so he is coming in for Bridges, I assume. Yeah, he comes in for Bridges. Good substitution from Tibbs. I like it. Siakam up top. Oh, he's matching the minutes with Anunoby and Siakam. Makes sense. Nembhard crosses over down the lane, gets blocked at the basket. Good defense from OG Anunoby on the help side. B. Will said, petition for DeLon Wright in for Bridges. I don't need DeLon Wright in for Bridges. I need DeLon Wright in for campaign. Halliburton crosses over to his left, down the lane to the basket. Scoop with the right hand, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Robinson snatches it. And he gets it out to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson coming to his right, dancing with it against Nembhard. Has him in the post, backing him down. Stop, turn, fall away. Brunson gets it to go. All right. All right. Halliburton bringing it down, coming to his right off a double screen. Halliburton, hesitation move, blows by Brunson, puts up the floater for his first basket of the game. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson gets it over to McBride. Back to Brunson. Brunson, jab step. Coming to his left, gets fouled by Shepherd. Yak said, leaving Bridges over right, please, he'll start hitting mid-range. Yeah, the DeLon Wright for Mikal Bridges is not what I want to see. DeLon Wright for campaign is what we want to see. Stove Gen X said, JB can't save us all the time. I mean, what you're getting from Mitchell Robinson is more than what you could ask for right now. In the first half, he's got 4 points and 7 rebounds. Jeez Louise. As Brunson knocks down the first free throw, thank goodness. He got a nice friendly bounce off the front of the rim. McBride is giving you McBride things. And Mitchell Robinson getting subbed out. He's getting a standing ovation from the crowd, y'all. Give it up for Big Mitch. Give it up for Big Mitchell Robinson. My goodness, Big Mitch. My goodness. Towns is going to come in for the final 1 minute and 42 seconds. Dope Jack said, Tibbs listening to Sheffy, we need more Mitch. I mean, I'm not the only one who's been saying it. A lot of people have been saying it. A lot of people. It just feels like it's obvious. We got 2 eyes. We're watching the game. Brunson goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. 48-45. Halliburton bringing it down. Halliburton up top, coming to his left off the top and screen. Pocket pass to Toppin. Catches it on the run. Back out to Halliburton. Halliburton against Towns. Jab step. Coming to his left. Steps back. Josh Hart switches onto him. Cross-court pass to nobody. A Siakam cut to the basket, but he's able to recover it. Down the lane. Scoop layup. Gets it to go. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson against Nembhard. Brunson driving it to his left on Nembhard. Stops. Turns. Has him in the post. Fall away over Nembhard. Got it to go again. Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise for Jalen Brunson. This is Brunson versus Siakam here offensively. Brunson's got 17 points here. Siakam has what, 23? Neesmith up top gets it knocked out of his hands by Brunson. Good defense from JB to knock it out of bounds. Halliburton looking to get it in. Over the top pass to Siakam, being guarded by Hart. Stops, pump fakes, kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard coming to his right. Now back to Siakam, being guarded by Brunson on switch. Backing him down. They bring two. Inside pass. Neesmith goes up against Anunoby, and he gets it to go down. Gotta come over earlier, OG. Don't wait for a last-second blocked shot. Come over earlier and discourage the shot to begin with. Brunson gets it over to Towns. Towns with the pass fake. Driving to his right, crosses over. Euro steps down the lane. A lot of contact, no foul call. Good defense from Neesmith. Siakam picks up the rebound. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton up top to Siakam. They're going to hold it for what could be the final shot of the quarter. Siakam crosses over to his right, behind the back, in the post, backing him down, Hart, backing him down, stops, fall away at the foul line, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Towns able to pick it up, hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart spins off of the defender, and a foul on Halliburton with 1.5 on the clock. Halliburton's first. The only player with 2 fouls in the starting lineup for the Pacers is Turner with 2. On the bench, Toppin has 2, Bryant has 2. As for the Knicks, Josh Hart was the only one with 2. He picked up the 2 fouls early. So, nobody with foul issues here tonight. Not with this fast-paced action. But the Knicks are in the bonus, so Josh Hart's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Just knock him down, please. And he knocks down the first one. Again, came up a little bit short, but he got a nice friendly bounce. Hattie, what's up, Hattie? Some defensive substitutions in here for both teams. Thomas Bryant's going to come in. Robinson and McBride come in for the Knicks. Tony Bradley's going to come in. Josh Hart's at the foul line. Knocks down both of them. So Knicks with a 3-point lead, and outside of heave here, they should take a lead in the halftime. Get it into Halliburton, but they do got that dark magic. Halliburton, 3/4 court heave, hits the shot clock, not close. And that will be the end of the second quarter. And here we go. 3-point game. Both teams going back and forth. This has suddenly become Jalen Brunson versus Pascal Siakam. Who would have guessed it? Jalen Brunson versus Halliburton? No. Jalen Brunson versus Pascal Siakam. I don't like the way my hat looks. Hold on. Why was it a little flat there? There we go. No, it's still a little flat, like right here. What's going on there, hat? Hold on now. I don't like that. Hold on. Here we go. Nope. Still not good. What's going on with it? What's going on with this? I don't like that at all. From where I was scratching my head. That's better. A little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Dope Jack said, I hate Reggie, I hate Ron Artest, and he's from Queens. You hate Ron Artest? I kind of like Ron. Or Meta. Gotta call him Meta. Dope Jack said, F the Pacers on every level. Michael Brown said, we need to shut down Halliburton and Neesmith. Well, they're shutting down Halliburton. Let's go through it. Let's look at it. JA3, what's up, Jay? Lower scoring, like the slower pace, need to cut down on turnovers. Yes, a much slower paced game benefits the Knicks. Now, the next thing to do is to cut down on turnovers, just like you said, Jay. Absolutely. Completely agree on every level. K. Hazy said, much more reasonable score this half than the last game at half. Absolutely. Justice's dad said, Gatorade, then get out there for zigzag layup lines. Definitely got to get out there for the layup lines. AB said, I'm absolutely surprised they were able to keep up. The Knicks? Come on, dog. What are you talking about surprised? Or the Pacers? What are you surprised about? This game is going exactly the way you would think it would. Very close game. Very close game. They're all going to be close. The Knicks are 9 for 10 from the foul line. Who missed the free throw? Who missed the free throw? Who am I yelling at? Bridges. That's right. Come on, Mikhail. Come on, man. Can't be missing free throws here. Josh Hart with 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Not a great Josh Hart night. Not a great Josh Hart night. This is what I will say. I think I prefer Josh Hart on Siakam a little bit more than Anunoby right now. I don't know. It could go both ways. But I don't like Josh Hart as an off-ball defender. That man falls asleep off ball. He's got to either be guarding Halliburton or Siakam or Nembhard. Well, he can't guard Nembhard. He got beat backdoor by Nembhard in a crucial play in overtime previously. That man is a spacer. He gets spacey out there on the court as a defender. Just gets lost in the moment. Gets caught ball watching a lot. The Knicks are halfway to restoring the vibes. You can't see it right now, but you guys know what it says. Knicks are halfway to the goal of restoring the vibes. Well, you could almost say that they were 46 minutes away from accomplishing the goal of game one, which was to keep the vibes up before they absolutely blew it in the end. So they have 24 minutes of basketball left to go. Not 23, not 22, 24 minutes of basketball. Lionel Monis, what's up, Lionel? Stove said, I've never followed an NBA team but the Knicks. I only support players. They play for the Knicks. It's F them to that game. I love basketball. Therefore, I love the NBA. And I've only ever rooted for the Knicks as a team. But there are players I like that I root for. Not against the Knicks. I hope they play terribly against the Knicks. Like Giannis is my favorite player in the league. But every time we go up against Giannis and we absolutely are fantastic against him, and we shut him down, absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore it 10 times out of 10. Dog Catcher, what's up, Dog Catcher? Gigi said they cannot lose this game. Don't care what it takes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, we have to take this into account. The Knicks are going back to the locker room, and I'm sure they'll get whatever halftime treatment they normally get. They'll go through whatever halftime routine they normally go through. They'll come out, and they'll get to the layup line. Thank you, Mikal Bridges, for suggesting something as trivial as get out and shoot some layups before the game starts for the second half. They'll do all of that, right? And the coach will give them a nice speech and go over the things maybe he wants to change or whatever. But what the Pacers are doing right now in their halftime locker room is they're making a blood sacrifice right now. They got like a sheep in their locker room right now. They're cutting open and they're doing some kind of dark magic around it, and they're sacrificing that goat right now, that sheep. They're sacrificing it. And they're going to come out with some kind of blood magic where they're not going to miss a shot in the second half. So the Knicks have to come out with the mindset that they have to play perfect basketball in order to win the second half. Right? I don't care if you're up 20 points in going into the fourth quarter. You have to play perfect basketball in the second half because the Pacers are out there sacrificing sheep in order to get this second half going. You can't allow them to continue to use this dark magic on you. Jack said, Joker is my favorite player. Second is Brunson, being honest. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's a player on the Knicks that's my favorite player in the league. My favorite player in the league is Giannis. That's fine. Every time he plays the Knicks, I hope he has 0 points. You know, it is what it is. I root for my team. Joanna said, do you mean goat, not the sheep? No, man, you got to switch off the animals. It can't be the same animal every time, or else the the ritual and the sacrifice doesn't work. So they did the goat the last game, right? And they infused that ritual into Aaron Nesmith, went 8 for 9 from 3-point range and 6 for 6 in the fourth quarter from 3-point range. You know what I mean? So it can't be the same animal 2 times in a row. So today they brought in the sheep, right? I don't know what they're going to bring in for game 3, right? I haven't gotten that far in the Dark Magic's book. Stove Genic said JB won't fail us another fourth quarter. I mean, he low-key didn't fail us in the other fourth quarter. He did his job. He was getting buckets when he came back into the game. The thing that let us down was our defense. Just Dad said, are you Greek? I am not Greek, brother. I am not Greek. AB said, my favorite player on the current team is Jalen Brunson. My favorite player is Mitchell Robinson. My second favorite player is Bakom Dadie. I don't care. I don't care. Go argue with a brick wall. My second favorite player is Bakom Dadie. My third favorite player is Deuce McBride. And then it's Jalen Brunson. And then it might be Huck Porty. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Those are my favorite players. And you're not going to move me off my spot. Right? I lean towards the young guys because I love to see the potential in them. But you're not going to move me off my spot. Right? Towns does not make the list. Josh Hart does not make the list. Bridges does not make the list. Anunoby does not make the list because of nights like tonight where Anunoby's 4 for 6 from the field and it looks like he's playing well. But if you dive deep into what's going on, Siakam lit him up for 23 first-half points. Now, look, he had 21 in the first quarter and only 2 in the second quarter. So, okay. But 9 for 14 from the field. Not good enough. Anunoby, a turnover, a steal, a block. If you look at the stats, you'd think, oh, OG Anunoby, very OG Anunoby game. He's playing great. Like, no, I actually think OG Anunoby's been pretty meh to bad tonight. Right? You need more from him, especially defensively. Mikal Bridges, 1 for 5, not good enough, brother. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. We're taking the kid's glove off, Mikal. Taking the kid's glove off. We need you to step up. This is not good enough. This is game 2 when you're down 0-1 in Madison Square Garden at home. Can't have these kinds of performances. You better step it up in the second half. We've seen you do it before. You better do it here tonight. Towns got to go, and he's 4 for 8 from the field. He did knock down a 3. He's got 12. Brunson doing Jalen Brunson things. The captain got the cape on here early. 17 points, 3 assists. Josh Hart, 2 points, 13 minutes. I like the 13 minutes for Josh Hart. I like the 13 minutes. If he plays 25 to 30 minutes tonight, that would be glorious. If Mitch and McBride get 30 plus, that would be glorious, guys. Literally something I've been asking for all season long, especially when Mitchell Robinson came back and after those first couple of games where he was trying to get his catch breath, trying to catch his breath back, trying to get his rhythm back, trying to get his conditioning back. Since that has happened and the minutes restriction started to get larger and larger and larger, been asking for more Mitchell Robinson minutes as the season went on. Sam Cooper said, the challenge of Indiana is multiple players ready to step up and be a hero. Halliburton, Nesmith, Siakam. Mitch will be the hero of this game if given enough minutes. Yeah, I mean, the Knicks, they don't have as, well, Halliburton, Nesmith, Siakam, even Nembhard you could throw in there. Matherin, I guess you could throw in there. Kano you could throw in there. That's 6 guys who you feel like can play superhero, maybe even Turner. 7 guys they have that you feel like, oh, yeah, they could take it over. They could take over. Toppin, we'll throw Toppin in there too. Toppin could have like a 20-plus point game. They have 8 guys you could feel like could play hero. The Knicks have 7. The Knicks have 7. They got McBride, they got Robinson, they got Hart, they got Brunson, they got Towns, they got Anunoby, and they got Bridges. Right? The issue is they can't go any deeper to try and find something. Like they can, the Pacers can go a bit deeper with Ben Shepherd, with Thomas Bryant. Did I name McConnell before? They can go McConnell, right? The Knicks, they really only got 7. They really only got 7 that they can rely on at all. 6 minutes of campaign, and those 6 minutes too much. Justice's dad said 3 fouls for Josh. Why 13 minutes? I don't know, but 13 minutes feels like a very good sweet spot for Josh Hart for me in the first half. Feels like a very good space for me. I'm happy with that. What are the minute situation looking like? 18 minutes for Halliburton. He's leading them in minutes. 17 for Nembhard. He's right behind him. 21 for Bridges, and then outside of that, pretty even across the board. 18 for Brunson. Josh Hart actually played the least amount of any of the regular 7 rotation players. Excuse me. MBM said, might not be Cam series. He's still useful. Get him out of the rotation. I definitely don't think it's a campaign series. I didn't think the Boston Celtics was a campaign series. Did he help us at all during the Boston Celtics series? Like, look, man, outside of game 1 against Detroit, outside of the fourth quarter in game 1 against Detroit, what the hell has he done? He's been bad defensively. He's been erratic offensively. He's been a turnover machine. He's been a foul-prone guy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Campaign's a great dude. He's a heat check guy. He's awesome for the regular season. Get him out of my playoff rotation. Get DeLon Wright in there. Kerwin Nixman said, wow, forgotten man Precious Achiuwa. Get Precious Achiuwa up out of there. Mark said, these spammers are relentless. I have no idea why they are targeting this channel all of a sudden. Student said, you already know that Tibbs has a soft spot for the vets campaign. DeLon Wright is also a vet. As a matter of fact, I believe he's older than Campaign. He's more of a veteran. Campaign is 30. He was drafted in 2015. DeLon Wright is 33. He was also drafted in 2015. So they've been in the league the same amount of time, although Campaign left the NBA because he wasn't good enough to be in the NBA and went overseas before coming back to the NBA. He's bigger, 6'5", versus Campaign at 6'3", and that's generous 6'3". I don't think he's 6'3". I think he's closer to probably 6'1", 6'2". Closer to Brunson height. DeLon Wright's a legitimately 6'5" player with a longer, bigger wingspan, who's a stronger defender, a smarter defender, who could also knock down the open three. MBM said DeLon Wright chemistry issue? What chemistry? All I'm asking for is 6 minutes. You don't need to have no chemistry to go stand in the wing and in the corner. I don't need you to ball handle. I don't need you to play make. I don't need you to come off screens and play pick and roll with anybody. I need you to go stand on the wing offensively, cut when there's an opportunity to cut, rotate up top, move without the ball. He's been with the team long enough. It has nothing to do with chemistry. Get chemistry out of you. For 6 minutes, you know what DeLon Wright's not going to do? He's not going to rush the ball down the side of the court and then lose his balance and throw it and dribble it out of bounds as nobody else is behind him. Nobody else is behind Campaign, and he's dribbling it up, trying to push the pace down the right side of the court when the Knicks want to play a slower-paced team, want to play a slower-paced game against this fast-paced Pacers team. Just not using your brain. Like, I know that's how you play, but not against this Pacers team. That's not smart. And I can't even blame Campaign because that's just who he is. That's how he's going to play. He's a role player who can play a specific style, and that's it. You know, that is the case for most role players. But if that's the case, he's not the guy for this series. It has to be DeLon Wright. You know? And I look at Rick Carlisle, who was like, you know what, Thomas Bryant, I'm going to try Tony Bradley because you're not working out against Mitchell Robinson. And Tony Bradley gets 40 minutes. Right? Ben Shepherd comes in and gets 6 minutes. He's like, I'm just going to try it because Ben Mathurin hasn't given us anything. I'm going to throw Ben Shepherd in there. Ben Shepherd hit a 3. That's impactful. It's good. It's good. I need you to try DeLon Wright instead of Campaign one of these games. I need you to just try it. We can't be playing the hypothetical game this late into the season. We should absolutely know what DeLon Wright can bring to this lineup. The only time we got to see it was when Brunson went down with the ankle injury. Nick Yak said, we'd be up double digits if Siakam didn't play out of his mind. But the fact of the matter is he did, though, Yak. He did. He scored 21 points in the first quarter, only 2 points in the second quarter. And yet it's still only a 3-point game. So Siakam played out of his mind to start the game. But when the second quarter rolled around, by that logic, Yak, the Knicks should have been able to get out to a 10-point lead in the second quarter. And that just wasn't the case. He did his job to keep them in there when they couldn't, when nobody else was getting in on the action offensively. Siakam did his job in the first. Hopefully he doesn't continue that play as the rest of the game goes on, but Yak said Bradley was in because the Pacers bigs both had 2 early fouls. Yeah, but you're not worried about fouls from your backup bigs. You're just not, because Thomas Bryant's not going to play that much. Part of it was like Thomas Bryant is ineffective against Robinson, and Turner has the 2 fouls, so I'm going to throw Tony Bradley in there. Like, he was just like, I'm going to try it. I'm just going to try it. Whatever the reasoning is, just going to try it. It's good coaching. I like that coaching. Here we go. Started the third quarter. No more complaining. Let's get baskets. Let's get baskets, y'all. Nembhard has it up top. They get it over to Turner. Turner quickly fires a 3 off the screen. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Josh Hart comes in for a rebound. Hart bringing it down. Josh Hart coming to his left off a Town screen. Against Nembhard, kicks it out to Towns. He steps out for a 3. Says Miles Turner, as he can't get it to go. He said, this is how you do it. But he didn't knock it down either. Both teams trading missed 3s to start from their centers. Halliburton has it up top. Dancing with it. Quick crossover to his left on Bridges. Driving it down. Kicks it out. Siakam, wide open 3. As Anunoby was sucked into the paint on the Halliburton drive. And Siakam knocks down a 3. That man is in fuego here tonight. 26 points for him. 10 for 15 from the floor. Bridges has it up top. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top. Hands it off. Fakes the hand off to Brunson. Now hands it off to Brunson as he comes to his right. A pull-up 3 on the right wing for JB. He comes up short. Towns knocks the rebound off of Halliburton. Off of Nembhard. And Nembhard is telling Carlisle to challenge it. Probably saying that there was a foul there. Carlisle saying, like, it don't matter. 1 possession to start the third quarter. We're good. They get it in the Anunoby in the right corner. Up top to Towns. Towns being guarded by Turner. Towns taking him off the bounce to his left. Down low, gets it knocked out of his hands by Turner. And here comes Siakam pushing it the other way. Gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard's going to look to attack. Gets the lefty layup to go over Bridges as he's back-treading. And the Pacers immediately come out, score 5 quick points, and they're up by 2. Bridges up top. Bridges gets it over to Brunson. Brunson, jab step, spins to his right along the baseline. Step back, pump fake, leans in, inside to Josh Hart. Beautiful cut. Tries to kick it out to Anunoby. Siakam dives on it, and Anunoby and Siakam will be involved in a jump ball. I said, I expect more Mitch in the beginning of the third to save him to close. This starting unit, man, is just not it. Just not it. Anunoby and Siakam with the jump ball. Anunoby wins the tip. Towns hands it off to Brunson. Brunson on the left wing against Nesmith. Knicks get a reset shot clock. Brunson picks his dribble up, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges against Halliburton, driving it to his right, to the basket. Little push floater. Gets it to go down. There you go, Bridges. I need you to get baskets again against Halliburton here in that matchup. He can't guard you. He should not be able to guard you. Halliburton dancing with it against Towns. Steps back, pump fakes, inside pass to Turner. Pump fakes, gets stripped by Bridges, but gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. So Turner's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Turner's been very quiet in this series overall. He's got 2 points here tonight, 0 rebounds for Miles Turner. As Turner misses the free throw. Yes, sir. We love when our opponents miss free throws. Y'all absolutely adore it. I believe that's the first missed free throw from the Pacers here tonight. Absolutely adore it. I think it's can we get someone to check Siakam? I think a Towns-Robinson lineup would do well against Siakam. I think you got to get Anunoby off of him. Has not worked out well tonight. Brunson bringing it down. Coming to his left off a couple of screens. I like the Knicks screening for Brunson in the backcourt. You guys know I'm asking for that all the time. Towns down the lane, draws the foul, gets the little floater to go, and 1 over Siakam. Bodies hit the floor, and Towns is down in the heap. He's hurting. He's hurting. Just as that said, Knicks 9 for 10 from the foul line, yeah. from the foul line. They're 9 for 10 so far tonight. Bridges is the only guy to miss the free throw. Towns is up, and he's going to shoot his free throw now. He seems fine. Had to take a breather there. He did take a hard fall. You're 7 feet tall, and you take a hard fall like that, man. So Janek said, not feeling some of the coaching decisions and lack thereof. Towns knocks down his and-one free throw. You love to see it. We'll see as this third quarter goes on. Does he go to his bench a little earlier here in this third quarter? Does he wait? I don't think this starting lineup is it here to start the third. Turner catches, pump fakes, steps back out to Halliburton. He pump fakes. They run him off the line. He's going to drive it down now. Gets a wide open dunk to the basket as Siakam set a nice Gortat screen. Gets a wide open lane. Tied at 57 now. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Turner. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart on the left wing, being guarded by Nembhard. Hart coming to his right off the Towns screen. Pocket pass to Towns going to the basket. Lefty layup, leaves it short. And here come the Pacers pushing it the other way. Swings it out to Turner. Extra pass to Halliburton. Wide open right corner three. Josh Hart, what are you doing, man? As Halliburton knocks down the right corner three. Why are you rotating so hard to Miles Turner, who hasn't hit a shot tonight? Terrible, terrible defensive decision from Josh Hart there, just to leave Halliburton wide open on the wing there. Brunson to the basket, gets blocked. Towns picks it up, gets blocked. And then Towns was out of bounds. When he touched the ball last, and the ball's going to go back to the Pacers. Get a substitution in the game, Tibbs. Mark said swallowed whistles. Don't matter, man. Finish the play. Finish the play. I don't even want to talk about swallowed whistles. Knicks are looking for foul calls instead of looking for baskets. Get a bucket, man. Halliburton up top coming to his left, dancing with it. Hart switches onto him. They get it over to Siakam. Siakam over to Nesmith. Nesmith against Brunson. Going to take him to the basket. Scoop layup, gets it to go. There's no one's under the basket to help protect the rim. Get some substitutions in the game. This lineup is not it, Tibbs. Knicks down by 5 again. Josh Hart has it up top. Coming to his right off a Town screen. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off the Town screen. Dancing with it against Nesmith. Now coming to his left off a Bridges screen. 1-on-1 against Halliburton on a switch. Inside pass to Bridges. Little fall away mid-range jumper wide open. And he gets it to go. Thank you, McHale. Finally getting in on the action quite a bit. Ooh, timer's not going. 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. NBM said we got this game of runs. Yeah, but I don't like being on the other end of like a 7-0 run or an 8-0 run or something like that. Don't like it. Don't like it. Nesmith down the lane, puts up a tough floater, can't get it to go. Towns comes flying in for a rebound, and he gets fouled by Nesmith. Self-Genex said Tibbs sleep with his head down. Get Josh Hart out of the game. I don't think Josh Hart's done anything positive so far here tonight. He's done some positive. Don't get me wrong. He's grabbed some nice rebounds. Playing hard defensively, all the things, sure, but get him out of there. Get him out of there right now. Get McBride in. Make some quick substitutions. Have Josh Hart on the bench. Talk to him for a little bit. Tell him to go grab some Gatorade, some water. Then bring him back in. NBM said nobody likes the LOL nature of the game. It is the nature of the game. You're right. You're right. When you're right, NBM. You're right. Brunson has it up top. Driving to his right. Step back. Inside pass to Bridges. Bridges pulls it back out. Baseline pull-up jumper. In and out. And stays out. Fight for the rebound. Towns gets his fingertips on it, but Halliburton is going to bring it down. Halliburton up top being guarded by Bridges. Inside pass to Siakam being guarded by Hart. Jab step. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Draws the foul. Gets the scoop layup to go. And one. Get Mitchell Robinson in the game. Get Anunoby and Josh Hart off of Siakam. Make a goddamn adjustment, Tibbs. Get these small dudes off of Siakam. He is smoking hot right now. He is smoking hot right now. Put Towns on him. Put Mitch on him. Put size on him. Size and strength. Get these small dudes off of him. He is in fuego. Make an adjustment, goddammit. MBM said, no, you're right. I'm just optimistic. No, but you're right. You're right. You are right, though, MBM. It is a game of runs, and it's going to happen. The issue is what is the feeling in the game, right? What is the chemistry that's going on? Where is the momentum being swung? And right now, the momentum is being swung towards the Pacers. And as a coach, you need to be able to read that on the court and be like, okay, the momentum is being swung to the Pacers. My starting lineup is not getting it done to start this third quarter the way they did. They weren't getting it done to start the game. Very similar effects where it feels slow. It feels like they're plotting offensively. It feels like they're not communicating enough defensively. It feels like they're not on a string defensively and they're not helping each other out and communicating. That's what it feels like. I don't 100% know if that's true because, when you're doing the play-by-play, you're mostly looking about the on-ball action and calling that out. So I can't tell you what's going on off-ball with too much detail, but that's what it feels like when I'm watching this game right now, right? The energy feels low from our guys. Get McBride out there. Hell, get goddamn Campaign in there for a 2-minute stretch. I don't care, but you need to make a change to this lineup. This lineup is not getting it done. All night long, this lineup hasn't gotten it done. The lineups that have gotten it done involved Mitchell Robinson or Deuce McBride in some capacity, or both of them. But in some capacity, one of those two guys are out there, which is why you hear people talk about, hey, we need to switch up the starting lineup. It's just not working. But there's just no more evidence that exists to tell Tibbs, hey, this lineup isn't working, other than, you know why he's not going to make that change? Because the guy who very clearly should come out of the lineup is Josh Hart. And Tom Thibodeau loves Josh Hart so much that he's not going to pull him out of the lineup. Right? Look, I'm sure the Knicks will go on a nice big old run when Mitchell Robinson comes back in. The issue is that they're going to be down 8-9 points and they're going to go on their run to tie the game up. Instead of being up, 2 or 4 points and then going on a nice big run when those guys come in to go up 12, 14 points. That's the issue. That's the issue. So Janek said, time for our leader. JB time. JB's playing fine. Outside a couple of bad turnovers I don't like. Playing fine. But he had 43 the last game and he lost. Like, I need other guys to step up. Bridges starting to knock down a couple of shots here. Cool. Anunoby, invisible so far to start this third quarter. Siakam continues to cook, and he's not doing anything offensively. So, hell, take him out of the game for Big Mitch. Take him out of the game. Go with the guys who are showing up tonight. So next said, Tibbs won't fix it. We got to play better. Forget Tibbs. I can't. That's like saying forget Brunson, forget Towns, forget Anunoby. Like, he's as much of a part of the team as the players are. That's the issue. He's the decision maker. And, of course, the same lineup comes back out. Siakam at the foul line. Misses the free throw. Love missed free throws from our opponents. Under 7 to go. Bridges has it up top to get it over to Brunson. Yak said, not Hart's fault on Siakam. Yeah, there needs to be some help there, but Josh Hart can't guard Siakam. What is his purpose out on the court right now? Because he's not involved offensively at all. A step back three for OG Anunoby. He can't get it to go. Long rebound. Halliburton picks it up. We're also not even effective on the glass offensively right now. They swing it out. Is that Ben Shepherd for right corner three? He can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Bridges bringing it down the other way. Bridges on the right wing. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson in the post being guarded by Shepherd. Brunson inside pass to Anunoby. A beautiful pass, and Anunoby lays it up and in. Looked like maybe Brunson missed Anunoby, but then he hit him. Was a little bit late, but he still got it to him. Yak said, playing starters 5 minutes in the second half is not unreasonable. It's not unreasonable. It's not unreasonable. The thing that's unreasonable, Yak, to me, is that the lineup clearly hasn't worked to start the third quarter. Like, you don't have the verve and the energy that you need. I'm not saying pull out one of the starters and then never bring him back in until the fourth quarter as Halliburton misses a step back three. I'm saying pull him out, have him take a quick breather, put him back in 3-4 minutes later. Josh Hart swings it out to Anunoby. Anunoby at left corner three. Can't get it to go. Towns an offensive rebound, but he can't hold on to it as Thompson's able to grab it. And now here comes Halliburton bringing it down over to Nembhard. Nembhard stops, pulls it back out. Now driving it down to his right on Towns. Steps back, follow-away jumper in the paint, gets it to go. Five-point lead for the Pacers, 66-61. Josh Hart has it up top against Nembhard. Get it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Wide open left corner three, another one. This time he splashes it down. Thank you, OG. Good pass from Brunson, his 7th assist of the game. Back to a 2-point game. Halliburton bringing it down. Coming to his right. Dancing with it against Towns. In and out dribble. Steps back. Left wing three over Towns. He's in rhythm, and he splashes it. You might have to get Towns out as well. Towns is getting cooked in the pick and roll coverage right now. Brunson on the right wing. Attacking Shepard. Backing him down. Leans in. Puts up the floater. Can't get the floater to go. Josh Hart offensive rebound to kick it out to Towns. Towns lines up at 3 looking for an answer, and he answers the Halliburton 3. Nembhard gets it over to Turner. Up top, hands it off to Halliburton. Dancing around a Turner screen. Towns switches onto him. Halliburton 1-on-1 against Towns. Going to dance with it. Halliburton driving to his right, between the legs, stepping back, loses the handle, picks it back up, now coming to his left, splits the defense, throws it up at the rim, and a late whistle, but he draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. NBM said, don't give up on our Knicks. You know I'm not. I'm just looking for some corrections, man. Keith Modeste said, time for Mitch. Halliburton knocks down the first free throw. And Big Meech is going to sub back in. That's my man, Big Meech. Yes, sir. Tony Bradley's going to sub in. Siak, it's not just foul trouble. Rick Carlisle is not opposed to just trying things. Halliburton misses the second free throw. Bridges with the rebound. We love missed free throws from our opponent, y'all. Love it. Absolutely love it. Brunson coming to his left. He's being guarded by Ben Shepard. He does like this matchup. He's coming to his right off the Robinson screen. A pull-up right wing three for JB wide open, and he knocks it down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ties it at 70 and a timeout from the Pacers. Great screen from Robinson. Ben Shepard and Tony Bradley miscommunicate. Brunson ends up with a wide open pull-up three. Sorry, Love said, apart from Pascal Siakam, we are not playing good defense on everyone else. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, I think the defense has been up and down. We look great on defense when our defensive players are out there, when McBride is out there, when Robinson is out there, which is why people have been asking for those guys. Josh Hart is not a difference maker defensively. He's an okay defender on ball, and he's a pretty bad defender off ball, right? And look, I love Josh Hart. I'm not saying play Josh Hart 15 minutes a game. I still want to see Josh Hart play 25 to 30, but you need to find minutes for Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson, and it's going to come at the expense of Josh Hart. That's what should happen, right? Like, listen, we are in the conference finals. Sorry, this may not be your series, but sorry, you're going to play 25 minutes now. I know you're used to playing 40, but you're playing 25 now, right? We're trying to win this. Right, we get to the finals and it's your series, you're back up to 40. But come on, man. Drillano said, if you had to see this as a dogfight, what dog would you be versus the Pacers? I don't even know, man. The Knicks, there's like 2 sides to the Knicks. There's the rough and tumble side with Robinson and McBride, and then there's the nice finesse side with Towns and Josh Hart. And even though Josh Hart's not a finesse guy, but he's a rough and tumble dude himself, but the way the team plays offense when he's in the game is very finesse-like. Like, geez, man. Come on. Gigi said, I might catch some heat because of what I'm about to say, but as long time Knicks fan, I don't think I would be able to take the Knicks losing to Indy. It would be rough, man. 2 years in a row, that'd be extremely rough. Michael Rogers said Cash should hit the gym. Like the weight room gym or like the shooting gym? Because I think he's fine in both departments. Incredibly skilled and very strong. I think he's just fine. Sarah Love said, just remember the NBA is a movie and the Knicks can write their own script. They can. They can. And certain people involved in the script writing are doing their part, man. They're doing their part. Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, right? You need Mikal Bridges to pick it up. You need OG Anunoby to pick it up. You need Josh Hart especially to pick it up. He's been brutal tonight. 2 points, 5 boards, 1 assist, a steal, a block, a turnover, 3 personal fouls. He's been almost a complete non-factor tonight. The offensive rebound he just grabbed was the best thing he did tonight. Brunson's up to 20, Towns is up to 18, Anunoby's up to 14, and Robinson just subbed in. Rayo White, what's up, Rayo? So Gen X said Tibbs got to step it up. Yeah. Look, man, he's a part of the team. He's a part of the team. He has as much influence on this as almost any other person involved. You know? So you got to be able to do your part even as the coach. You have to. Here we go. We're back into it. Under 4 to go. Halliburton has it up top, and he's hurting. Dancing with it against Bridges. Almost turns it over, picks it up, kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin settles for a left wing 3 over Anunoby. Too long, can't get it to go. Robinson battling for the rebound. Nesmith able to pick it up. They kick it out to McConnell. McConnell's going to drive it down. A little mid-range pull-up jumper. Rattles it in. Got to grab the rebounds. Robinson getting out-rebounded there by Tony Bradley. They get it into Robinson, now over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down against Nesmith. McBride's at the scores table. Brunson coming to his left off the screen. Behind the back, dancing with it against Nesmith. Brunson coming to his left off a Bridges screen. Good screen from Bridges. Brunson stops, turns, spins, dancing with it against McConnell. Stop, turn, fall away jumper for Brunson. Gets it to go. Gets it to go. JB's doing his thing. McConnell driving it down, pulls it back out. McConnell into Tony Bradley in the post. Inside pass to Toppin, and he blows the layup again. And Anunoby picks it up. Good defense from Bridges to get his hands up there. But Obi Toppin just blows the layup. Josh Hart tries to hit. Brunson comes back door and turns it over. Get Josh Hart out of the game, man, please. Halliburton crossing over, pulls it back out. Tries to kick it out to McConnell and turns it over. Brunson saves it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going to bring it down and lay it up and in. And Toppin driving it down. Scoop layup gets it to go past Robinson, and they immediately cash in on the other end. Tied back at 74. Brunson bringing it down. Has it on the left wing, being guarded by Nesmith. Brunson coming to right up the Robinson screen. Steps back, a pull-up 3 over Nesmith. Comes up short. And a foul on Tony Bradley as he's really struggling to keep Robinson off the glass. I mean, everybody is tonight for the Pacers. Zero tolerance, bully Kenna. What's up, Zero? If we don't get some cushion on this team, it won't end well for us. I don't know. Bridges a right wing 3, and Bridges gets in on the 3-point party. Finally, we get a perimeter shot to go down from Mikal Bridges. McConnell bringing it down. Driving to his left down the lane. Scoop blade with the right hand. Gets it to go. Blows right past Deuce McBride. Like, come on, man. Stay in front. How are you not able to stay in front of him when he can't shoot a perimeter shot 15 feet out? I don't know why you don't just stand at the foul line and like, all right, do what you got to do. Brunson coming to his left, pocket pass to Bridges, bringing it down. Mid-range pull-up jumper off the back rim, can't get it to go. McConnell chases down the long rebound, and he's bringing it down. McConnell, inside pass to Siakam, and he gets a two-handed slam down the lane in transition. The Knicks don't get back on defense. Mark said, where's the transition defense? I don't know. I'm wondering the same thing, Mark. I'm wondering the same thing. Brunson bringing it down, and the Knicks are going to call a timeout. Get OG Anunoby out of the game. Get Josh Hart out of the game. These guys are not running in transition well enough. Get them out. Get them out. This is too big of a game to be jogging back defensively, man. What are we doing? Janek said, but we have no bench now. It would be nuts if we get the Greek Freak. We would have a six-man rotation. I don't even care about Giannis right now, brother. We're in a playoff game right now. I don't give a damn about Giannis. He ain't coming here. Gigi said, can't believe Siakam has dropping 55 tonight. Yeah, he's on pace. He is on pace. Justice's dad said 15 lead changes. Going back and forth. Swinging it out. Swinging it out. It's too stressful. I feel like the Knicks have left a lot on the table with how poorly some of their guys have played overall. Like, I don't think OG Anunoby's had a good game tonight at all. I don't. I think he's been fine, I guess. I don't think he's been actively bad. But he's 6 for 10 from the floor for 14 points. If you just look at the box score, you're like, oh, yeah, OG Anunoby, 2 steals, he's playing well. I don't think Anunoby's played well tonight. I think Bridges has been okay. Brunson's been good. He's doing his thing. Towns has been good. He's doing his thing. I think Josh Hart's also been actively bad. Like, get them out of the game, man. If you're not helping, get them out. Get them out. I don't care what your name is. I don't care if you're a starter. I don't care if you've made all defensive teams. I don't care if you've had 40-point games this year. I don't care. I don't care. Bridges gets it into Robinson. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off a couple of screens. Toppin switches onto Brunson. Brunson's going to dance with it. Quick crossover to his left. Down the lane, leans in, puts up the floater, gets it to go over Toppin. Nick on Nick crime. Nick on former Nick crime. Inside pass to Tony Bradley against Anunoby. Anunoby fouls him. Is going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Not the worst foul ever from OG Anunoby. I would have preferred not to foul Tony Bradley, but not the worst foul ever. Tony Bradley, I don't think is going to be knocked down both of these free throws. He's going to miss at least once. DJ Punchy, what's up, DJ? Defense so trash. Defense has not been very good tonight. It's not been consistent. They've had stretches where they've played very good defense, but Tony Bradley at the foul line. Snowgenic said, I blame Sheffy for Siakam. And Bradley misses the free throw. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We love when our opponents misses free throws. Absolutely love it. Mike Mode said, Tim's supposed to be the guy who wants to win at all costs, and why does he coach like he'd rather stroke egos than win games? It's craziness, man. Tom Thibodeau's mindset is the best way to win the game, as Tony Bradley does knock down the second free throw. His mindset is the best way to win the game is to go down swinging with my best players on the court. And he sees the starting 5 as his 5 best players. But I don't think they're his 5 most impactful players. Brunson down the lane, puts up a floater, can't get it to go. No foul call. A lot of contact on the floater attempt. Here comes McConnell, shot out of a cannon, bringing it down. Pulls it back out. Quick crossover to his right, going under the basket. Kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin up top to Nesmith. Nesmith being guarded by Bridges. Nesmith gets it over to Siakam in the post. Being guarded by Brunson. Spins to the basket. Pump fake. Leans in against Robinson. Draws the foul and 1 for Siakam. This man cannot be stopped here tonight. We got the Nesmith game. Now we're getting the Siakam game. Incredible. Incredible. Siakam is now up to what? 32? 32 points. He's at the foul line for 1 more. Antigua said Indy is resting their dudes for the 4th. I mean, we're resting Towns for the 4th. So Siakam's at the foul line for 1 more. Gigi said Melo called it on his podcast. He said the problem is that we don't know who's going to step up for Indy. And look, Siakam single-handling them. But I know Nick's going on a 15-0 run at some point. You would hope so. You would hope so. 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2-point game. Siakam at the foul line for 1 more. Nembhard checks back in. Siakam does miss another free throw. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. The Knicks are catching a bit of a break with the Pacers missing these free throws. Can they cash in on it? Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Brunson's going to hold on to it. It's about a 4-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Brunson coming to his left off the Bridges screen, and they call a foul on the Pacers. Foul on Nembhard. Towns going to sub in for the final offensive possession here. DJ Bungie said, 1 guy, really? It's not just 1 guy. He's only got 32 points, and Indy scored 81. It's a lot of guys. Brunson will inbound it. Knicks with the starting five, but McBride in for Josh Hart. Literally something I've been asking for all season long. We almost never see it. Bridges hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Nembhard. Coming to his left. Spins to his right. Pump fakes. Steps through. Puts up the floater. Gets it to go. Incredible footwork from JB. Incredible footwork. Neesmith, a half-court heave. And he missed it. My goodness, it hit off the back rim. It was close. So tied at 81 going into the fourth quarter. We got 12 minutes of basketball to decide the future of this team. They go down 0-2 here in the Garden, going to Indiana. It is going to be a stressful 4 or 5-ish days in Indiana, right? So here we go. The Knicks have 12 minutes to restore the vibes here tonight, guys. They have 12 minutes to accomplish our goal. So our goal early tonight is restoring the vibes because they absolutely mutilated the vibes in Game 1. They have 12 minutes of basketball to restore them. I think I said not like in the hero ball. I don't think they're playing hero ball. I think they're just like, this is playoff basketball, man. Like Bridges doesn't necessarily have it going too much. Anunoby doesn't have it going. I don't like the way Anunoby's been playing tonight. Josh Hart's been bad, and Towns was off the court. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do, Altigre? Brunson just put Nembhard in a blender and got an easy layup at the basket. Like, what? Is there another shot you wanted? Or is an open layup not good enough? Gigi said, please talk me off the ledge. I'm not confident enough going into the quarter. You got 12 minutes of basketball, man. It's tied at 81, and you have the best closer in basketball in Jalen Brunson. Now, I know that the Pacers do have that dark voodoo magic on their side, but you have to trust in your guys. We watched them for 82 regular season games. We watched them figure out ways to win against Detroit, figure out ways to win against Boston. You have to believe that they'll figure out a way to win and beat this Pacers team here tonight. You just gotta believe in that. Tyler Love said, who's going to be the hero tonight? You would think it's Brunson with the way this game's going, but it could be Brunson, could be Mitch. Kind of been a bit of a hero here tonight. It could be Towns, could be McBride. Will Mikal Bridges step up here in the fourth quarter? He had a much better third quarter than he did in the first half. He is now at 10 points. He knocked down a 3. Josh Hart's only taken 2 shots tonight. He has been Mr. Invisible here tonight. The dog catcher said, hero maybe, Pacers missing free throws. The Pacers are 7 for 12 from the foul line. Pretty horrendous. They've missed 5 free throws out of 12 attempts. Pretty bad. The Knicks are 10 for 11. Pretty good. Got to be able to pull this one out, guys. Got to be able to pull this one out. Here we go. Here we go. Ernest Cash said, Mikhail's where you been? Mikhail had a good third quarter. Where was Anunoby? Where was everybody else? Campaign is in to start the fourth quarter as usual. McBride is also in. You would have to think, Bridges is also in. You'd have to think Robinson is starting this fourth quarter as well. Let's see. Yak said, Knicks fans turning on Brunson is about as stupid as I can remember. I just don't understand where it comes from, Yak. I really don't. I really don't. Robinson and Towns come out to start the fourth quarter. Bridges, a mid-range pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Neesmith with the rebound. Here comes McConnell. McConnell bringing it down. Coming to his left off a Turner screen. A foul line pull-up jumper from him, and he gets it to go over Towns. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. Force McConnell to shoot that mid-range shot over a contest from Towns. Decent contest. Not good enough, but decent. Campaign bringing it down against Ben Shepherd. The Pacers come out with Shepherd, McConnell, Siakam, Neesmith, and Turner. A double big lineup of their own to counteract the Knicks. They get it into Towns on the left wing. Catches, faces, pump fakes. One-legged fall-away jumper. He never hits those, but he gets fouled by Siakam. He gets bailed out. Gets bailed out of a bad shot. Justice's dad said, Siakam only 3 fouls. This is Raptor Siakam. Yeah, this is Raptor Siakam when they made that run. They made that finals run. He was phenomenal in that finals. Siakam, 3rd foul. Need 2 more quick ones to get Carlisle thinking. Towns knocks down the first free throw. Thank you, Towns. Knocking down your free throws. I love it. Dogcatcher said they call him Spicy P when he's this hot. Yeah, the return of Spicy P. Absolutely. Towns remains perfect from the foul line, knocks down another 2. Tied at 83. Connell will bring it down. Connell, quick crossover to his left. And Towns fouls somebody out on the perimeter? I thought maybe they were going to like Hacker Robinson. There was just a weird whistle as McConnell was driving it down to the basket. Is that the 3rd foul on Towns or the 4th? That is the 3rd foul on Towns. Connell up top. They show 2. Pass fake over to... And Robinson fouls Turner. They dubbing down to Turner, and a dumb foul from Mitchell Robinson. Dumb foul from Big Mitch. And 1 for Turner on the dunk. He had a wide open dunk at the basket. Brother, he got it. He got it. Look to inbound the ball and push it down the other way quickly. Excellent pass from Ben Shepherd inside to Turner. So Turner's at the foul line, and he knocks down his and 1 free throw. Towns almost turns it over, but he gets it over to Payne. Payne will bring it down, and some full court pressure. Campaign has it up top, 86 to 83, over to Bridges. Bridges coming to his left, driving it down in the paint. Scoop with the left hand, high off glass, can't get it to go. Robinson battling with it, knocked out of bounds by Neesmith. Another possession for the Knicks. Just as his dad said, McHale struggles. Yep. You need somebody other than Brunson to do something. Nembhard's going to sub in for Neesmith here. Neesmith is a good rebounder. Nembhard's a good rebounder too, but Neesmith has the size and strength to battle down low. Robinson and Towns should clean up the glass now with Neesmith out. They get it in the Bridges in the right corner, being guarded by Nembhard. Bridges is going to back him down, shot clock winding down. Ball away baseline jumper. Gets it to go. There you go, McHale. There you go. Nembhard up top, coming to his left. Inside pass to Turner, rolling to the basket again. A little mid-range pull-up jumper, and he banks it in. Bad defense from the Knicks yet again. Just switch it. Just switch it. Whatever action they're running, just switch it. McBride driving it down, going along the baseline, loses the handle, and he dribbles it out of bounds. Just losing the ball. Just mishandling it. Lock in, man. McConnell bringing it down. McConnell in the right corner, being guarded by Bridges, coming to his left off the Turner screen, driving it down in the paint, hesitates, pulling it back out, kicks it out up top to Shepherd, wide open straightaway three as nobody comes out to contest him, and he splashes it. Timeout from Tom Thibodeau. Like, why are we just not locked in? Why are we not flying around defensively? Who is that? Towns with a late contest on a switch. Slim Slam said the air's smelling funny. Oof. Susan said, fourth quarter shine, please. I think we're all begging for it, Susan. I think we're all begging for it. Mark said, I got nothing. I got nothing either, Mark. I'm struggling to find things to say. But it just feels like there's a bit of a lack of... Intensity is not the word. What's the word? Urgency. This Knicks team talks about urgency all the time. Feels like a lack of urgency, right? And look, you got to give credit to the Pacers. Their ball movement and their player movement is impeccable. Fantastic. Rick Carlisle has a great offensive system. They can go deep. Guys are moving around constantly. But guys ending up with wide open threes And players being like, oh, wait, he moved back up top. Now he's wide open from three is like, bro, are you locked in or not? Like, are you staying connected to a defender or not? Are you communicating, passing players off? Like, I know that's difficult to do for 48 minutes, but it was tied at halftime. All I'm asking you to do it is for 12 more minutes of basketball. Right? It's 12 separate games. A first quarter, a second quarter, a third quarter, and a fourth quarter. It was tied going into the fourth quarter. You're now down by 6 off of 2 3-point plays. One of them a 3-point shot by Shepard. He got wide open straight away because you weren't communicating and you didn't hand off to the defender, and he gets wide open straight away. Towns is late on the closeout, and he gets a wide open 3 straight away, one of the easiest shots in the game. And then Mitchell Robinson with a really dumb foul as Turner is wide open under the basket off of another defensive breakdown. No communication from the Knicks. And Turner gets a wide open dunk, and Robinson, very silly, fouls him when he already has the dunk in hand. Just let him dunk it, go into the basket, quickly inbound, and try to get an easy one the other way quickly. Try to get the 2 points back immediately. Instead, now you're down by 6. Now you're down by 6. Ernest Cass said, JB, it's time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yak said, damn, 2 bad plays, 1 by Mitch, 1 by McBride. Yeah, McBride just dribbling it out of bounds too. Like, you're just throwing away possessions. You just throw away possessions. You can't do that. You can't do that. Raul said, get the ball in the post. I don't know why we're playing their game. True. Get the ball to Towns in the post against Siakam. Siakam can't guard him. He's too small. Towns is taking 13 shots tonight. Should be closer to 20. You got to go down swinging. Gigi said, I won't be able to root for this team anymore. I've suffered enough for too long. We were right there, so close. Rose said, especially when JB's not in. Yeah, it's your best form of offense. Run a 2-man game with Towns and Bridges. Campaign has it on the right wing. And they get it to Towns in the post. Exactly what we were asking for. Raul. Towns, a fall-away baseline jumper, a terrible shot. Ball knocked into the air. Bridges tips it out to Campaign. Shot clock winding down. Campaign coming to his left. Steps back. Throws it up at the bat. Terrible. It hits the shot clock. It hit the shot clock. Guys, it hit the shot clock, that Campaign shot. He threw it at the shot clock. Look, if it hit the backboard and airballed it, I'd be like, hey, man, it hit the back. He had to chuck it up. Shot clock was winding down. It hit the shot clock, guys. Well over the backboard, if you don't know where that is. McConnell dancing with it against Bridges, and Siakam ends up wide open from 3. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how does he end up wide open from 3? Literally the hottest man in the game. He's up to 35 points. How did that happen? Campaign steps back for a terrible 3. And thankfully there was a foul on the Pacers. Jay said, Sheffy, we look tired. I can't disagree. I want to disagree, but I can't disagree. I got no response for it. I don't know what else to call it. Campaign is out. Brunson is in. Towns is out. Anunoby is in. We got Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Anunoby, and Robinson. McBride driving it down. They call a loose ball foul. Michael Rogers said it's worse than the first game. Oh, far worse. The Knicks had a 14-point lead at this point. They were building up a double-digit lead by this point. MBM said, run incoming? I'm hoping so, man. Down by 9 here in the fourth quarter with 9 minutes to go. They get it in the Bridges. Bridges over to Robinson. Robinson back to Bridges. Bridges coming to his left off a Robinson screen. Snaking it back to his right hand. Foul line pull-up jumper from Bridges. Rattles it in. Okay. Thank you, Mikhail. Knocking down some jumpers. Sweetie said, why can't we put in Landry? They don't trust him. Great defense from Robinson not to go on the Turner pump fake. Neesmith is driving it down. He slips and falls. Bridges picks up the loose ball. Bridges will bring it down to 5-on-4. Bridges is going to put his head down. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby coming to his left. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson over to Bridges. Quick fire out of the right corner. Can't get it to go. Good box out on Robinson from Turner. And here comes Nembhard. Nembhard over to McConnell. Has it up top. McConnell lines up a left wing three. He's wide open. Can't get it to go. Comes Brunson. Home run pass from Bridges. Bridges goes up. Gets it to go. Beautiful pass from Brunson. Great run out from Bridges and an excellent finish. Back to a 5-point game. Under 8 to go. There's our run, MBM. There's our run. And a timeout from the Pacers. There's our run. But you're down by 6. Or you're down by 5, excuse me. You're down by 5. Genetic said everybody is stuck and stupid. You just have to get Campaign out of this series, man. Campaign has been giving you nothing for 2 3/4 of these playoffs. He's had one good quarter. And thank you, Campaign. You did your job. That's more than enough. Now get him out. Now I never want to see him part of the rotation again. Delano said, y'all got to love hate for Tom Thibodeau. The issue with Tom Thibodeau, Delano, is that he does so many things extremely well as a head coach. So you can never call him a bad head coach. But there are very obvious things that even us as fans who are not professional NBA coaches can see from afar. Like, why is Campaign playing over DeLon Wright? He is horrendous in this series, Campaign is. Horrendous. And you need another defender out there to supplement the issues that Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns can bring you defensively, right? It makes complete sense to go with DeLon Wright, and yet we're not even going to try it. We're not even going to try it in the series. We're going to keep throwing out Campaign as if he's going to miraculously learn how to play better. AB said, if you beat the Celtics but get swept by the Pacers, successful season for you, yes or no? I think if you get swept, it's not successful. I think if you lose in 5, it's not successful. You have to get it to at least 6. I think losing a series in 5 games, I don't even care if it's in the finals. I think it's an unsuccessful season. Because if you lose a series in 5 games, that tells you you weren't close to your opponent. You weren't close to your opponent. Lionel Mona said, DeLon Wright was so successful with the absence of Brunson, and yet Tibbs keeps playing Campaign. Absolutely right, Lionel. You're absolutely right. He was so good. So good. You know, just with his presence, his size, his ability to not be an absolute chaos engine alongside Josh Hart. Like, you only have enough room for one chaos engine on a team. We already have one in Josh Hart, one of the best chaos engines in the NBA. You don't need another one in Campaign, who's a bad defender, who's a shot chucker, who turns the ball over, makes bad decisions, throws terrible passes. You don't need it. You don't need it. AB said, Tom Thibodeau has lost home court to the lower seed team every year. He usually has a 5-year shelf life. I'll tell you what, AP, he's going to be here a lot longer than 5 years. He bought himself like another 2 years as head coach of this team after that Celtics series win. So get used to it. Halliburton's back in. He has it up top. Coming to his left off a Turner screen. Robinson switches onto him. Halliburton picks up his dribble, gets it over the top and back to Halliburton. Halliburton's going to look to dance. Quick crossover to his right. Driving it down to the basket. Gets swatted out of bounds by Mitchell Robinson, and he comes up limping. You don't like to see that? You don't like to see the limping. You don't like to see the limping. Get it in the Neesmith, quick catch and fire to the right corner, and he splashes it because, of course, the guy did he did the halftime blood sacrifice. He just refuses to miss. Back to an 8-point game. Brunson bringing it down against Neesmith. Brunson coming to his right, spinning back to his left, kicks it over to Anunoby. Anunoby on the left wing for a three. Can't get it to go. Robinson snatches an offensive rebound, kicks it out to McBride. McBride over to Bridges. Bridges swings it out to Brunson. Brunson the left wing three. Rattles it in. Thank you, JB. We get the 3 points right back. But you can't trade baskets. You got to come back. 7 minutes to go. Nembhard driving it down. Euro steps. No foul. Foul on McBride, but no shot. Calling on the floor. Halliburton gets it into Toppin. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton up top being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left. Dancing with it as Robinson switches onto him. Mid-range pull-up jumper for Halliburton. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Brunson chases down the long rebound. He's bringing it down. Brunson, in and out dribble. Driving to his left. Takes it out to Bridges. Bridges coming to his right. Driving it down. He's got space to the basket. Floater. Gets it to go. Excellent. 3-point game. You all one possession. Halliburton bringing it down. You need stops and scores. They're getting stops and scores right now. Crowd's getting into it. Halliburton hands it off to Toppin. He's going to pump fake, drive to his left, hands it off to Neesmith. Neesmith inside the Turner. Turner gets grabbed by McBride. Great foul from Deuce McBride, but absolute defensive breakdown yet again from the Knicks. NBM said defense kicks at the 5-minute marks. 6:20 to go. Turner's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Indiana's in the bonus now, guys, by the way, with 6:20 to go. Not good. Turner misses another free throw, though. Turner misses another free throw. Part of the halftime sacrifice. Part of the halftime sacrifice from the Pacers was that they weren't going to be able to knock down free throws anymore. That was part of it. You got to give something up. Apparently, they gave up the free throw shooting. Turner does knock down the second one. Brunson will bring it down. It's a 4-point game, 98-94. And a foul on Neesmith. Finally. Brunson's like, finally. Ishmael Cooks, what's up, Ishmael? Gigi said, why is Cat on the bench? Because he can't guard a traffic cone right now, brother. Same reason Josh Hart's on the bench. McBride hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off a Robinson screen. Dancing with it against Neesmith. Quick crossover to his left. Stops. Fall away foul line jumper. In and out. Halfway down. Can't get it to stay. Good box out from top, and he grabs the rebound. Here comes Halliburton bringing it down. Anunoby's forced to pick him up. Now Bridges switches onto him. Cross score. Pass to Nembhard. Nembhard on the right wing. Coming to his left off a screen. Driving it down. Takes it over to Turner. Turner to the basket. Scoop with the right hand. Can't get it to go. But he gets it on the opposite side of the rim with a little putback. Back up to 6. Siakam's at the scores table getting ready to check in. Brunson up top, coming to his right, off a double screen. Turner switches onto him. Cross court to Anunoby. Beautiful inside pass to Robinson, who gets fouled by Nembhard. Great foul from Nembhard. It's going to send Robinson to the foul line for 2 free throws. But now the Knicks are also in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus. $5:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell Robinson's at the foul line. If he knocks down these 2 free throws, I'm hitting the goddamn lines. I don't care every time. Robinson misses the first. Because of course he does. Come on, baby Mitch. Need one. Need at least one. Sam Cooper said, are you happy with Tibbs' choice of who to play right now? Yeah. For the most part, yeah. For the most part, yeah. I'd like to see Towns in at some point. Josh Hart comes in. It's the guy I didn't want to see, but all right, let's rock with it. Rock with it. Let's see how it works out. Robinson does knock down the second one. All right, we got at least one from Big Mitch. Got at least one. Now we need to stop. 5-point game. Halliburton coming to his right off a screen. Dancing with it. Crossing over to his right off the Turner screen. Kicks it over to Siakam, back to Halliburton. Halliburton being guarded by Robinson. Gonna pull it out. Shot clock winding down. Dancing with it. Dancing with it. Dancing with it. Steps back, loses the handle. Robinson steps up. He fires a deep three, just chucks it up. Can't get it to go. Bridges with the rebound. Bridges bringing it down, being guarded by Nesmith. Coming to his left off a Robinson screen. He's got some space to the basket. Dribbling it down, under the rim. All the way baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. No, he does get it to go. He gets the lucky bounce. Okay, we'll take it. Back to a 3-point game, 4:40 to go. Halliburton has it up top, coming to his left off a double screen. Pulls it back. Robinson switches onto him again. Now Bridges switches back. Good peel switch from those guys. Now Brunson switches on to Halliburton. Halliburton's going to look to dance. Coming to his left, down the lane. Kicks out to Turner. Wide open left corner three. And he splashes it. Excellent pass from Tyrese Halliburton. Brunson has it up top. Spinning to his left. Brunson dancing with it against Nesmith. Brunson spins off of him, driving it down, draws the foul. Can't get the floater to go, but he'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws with 4 minutes to go. Is that the third or fourth foul on Nesmith? That is the fourth foul on Aaron Nesmith. Gigi said we're going to lose the game with Cat on the bench. He'll probably come in at some point. Brunson knocks down the first free throw. Brunson knocks down both free throws. All right, knocking down our free throws. Thank you. Thank you. Halliburton bringing it down. Robinson switches on to Halliburton. Now Brunson switches on to him. That's exactly what he wanted. Halliburton's going to look to dance now. A pull-up three over Brunson, and he splashes it. Brunson gave him way too much space. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Dancing with it. Swings it out to Bridges. Bridges, back to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Nembhard. Coming to his left off a good Robinson screen. Pump fakes over to Robinson. To the basket. Tries to throw it down. No foul call either. Terrible attempt from Mitchell Robinson. Time to get Townsend. Halliburton's going to step back. Swing it out to Nembhard. Nembhard over to Nesmith. He's going to walk into a wide open three. Can't get that one to go. Siakam with the offensive rebound. And he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws as he gets fouled. Time to bring in Karl-Anthony Towns, Tibbs. Time to bring in Towns. Stove said, Cat baby? Yes, time to bring him in. Time to bring him in. Time to bring Towns in, Tibbs. Siakam knocks down the first one. You can't keep leaving Robinson in. Can't do it. Can't do it right now. You have to bring in Towns. You need offense. You're down 8 points, Tibbs. Like, yes, you need stops as well, but Siakam knocks down both. And still no Towns. And now they hack a Robinson. It was the perfect time to bring in Towns, Tibbs. It was the perfect time. Robinson toughing and puffing a little bit. He did his job tonight. Now get him out of the game. Slim Slam said pull Hart. I would pull Hart too, sure. Robinson's at the foul line here. Misses the first one. The Knicks only have one timeout remaining with 3:20 to go. It's a 9-point game. Robinson's at the foul line for 2 free throws, and he misses the first. Michael Rogers said the Knicks are playing like they don't want it. I think they're playing like they want it. They're just not playing well. Robinson does knock down the second one. Halliburton's going to walk it down. Halliburton crosses over to his right, down the lane, kicks it out to Turner, extra pass to Nembhard, Nembhard. Cross-court pass to Siakam, catches, pump fakes. Good defense from Robinson. A fall-away foul line jumper for Siakam. He can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking in the lane. Over to Robinson. He almost dropped it. Hands it back off to Brunson. Brunson catches, pump fake, side step, left corner three, can't get it to go. Anunoby knocks it into the air and he can't grab it. Grab the goddamn ball, Anunoby. Home run pass to Siakam. He's by himself. Scoop lay with the right hand. He got it to go. 2:40 to go, 10-point deficit. Time is running out on our Knicks. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Halliburton. Coming to his left, driving it down. A lot of contact, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart got nowhere to go. And a loose ball foul on Siakam, that's his fourth. Going to send Anunoby to the foul line for 2 free throws. Sam Cooper said Robinson needs a minute and a half rest. Then play both Robinson and Cat. The time to pull in Karl-Anthony Towns was like a minute and a half, 2 minutes ago. Right? Anunoby knocks down the first one. When we were calling for Karl-Anthony Towns, then they immediately went to Hacker Robinson. Big Mitch comes out. Yak said, last game we needed defense, this game we need offense. And Thibodeau seems to have miscalculated both of those things. Halliburton bringing it down. A little bit of some full court pressure here from the Knicks. Anunoby did knock down both free throws. It's an 8-point game, 110-102. Not looking good, y'all. It's not looking good. They need some stops and some scores. They get it over to Siakam, being guarded by Bridges. Jab step, mid-range pull-up jumper over Bridges. Can't get it to go. Turner knocks it up into the air, and Halliburton ends up with it. You got to grab these rebounds, man. Got to grab these rebounds. What do you want me to tell you, Knicks? What do you want me to tell you? Halliburton dancing with it against Bridges. Step back three over Bridges. Airballs it. All going to go back to the Knicks with under 2 to go. 8-point game. 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. Lana Mona said, there goes our season. Brother, game's not over yet, my man. Brunson bringing it down against Nembhard. Quick crossover to his right. A pull-up three for Brunson. Not a great shot, but he knocked it down. That's Captain Clutch right there. Captain Clutch. Halliburton bringing it down. Has it up top. Halliburton dancing with it. Crossing over to his left. Down the lane. Kicks it out to Turner. Turner catches. Pump fake. Sidestep three over Brunson. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound. And Bridges able to grab it. Here comes Brunson. They got the defensive stop. It's a 5-point game. You need a score here. Brunson driving it down. Steps back. Dancing with it against Nesmith. Brunson dancing with it. Crosses over to his right. Driving it down to the basket. Hangs in the air. Puts up the floater. Gets the floater to go. A lot of contact. No foul call. Where's my foul, man? Where's my foul? 1 minute to go. It's a 3-point game. And Brunson yelling at the ref. And Bridges wisely holds him off. AP said, I wasn't hating all year, folks. That's a lie, AP. You were hating absolutely all year. This team is what you're seeing right now. I told you they were not good enough. Yeah, we beat the Celtics, but they got their ring already. No injuries. You can't say that, AP, because you said they were going to lose against Detroit, and you were wrong. And then you said they were going to get swept by the Celtics, and you were wrong. So don't come in here now and being like, actually, this is what I saw was going to happen. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. It's a 3-point game. And you're over here saying, this team sucks. I wasn't hating all year, but I always said that this team sucks. Like, come on, dog. Get out of here with that. We got 1:04 to go in a 3-point game, and you're like, this team can't do anything. Like, come on, man. Take the diapers off. Take the diapers off. Subgenic said, after refs. Yeah, there was definitely a foul at some point there against Neesmith. Absolutely was a foul at some point there. Gigi said, if there's anyone here that thinks Tibbs should not be fired, it is delusional. Tibbs lost this game with Towns on the bench, and it's evident that even a 7-man rotation doesn't work in the NBA. It worked against the Pistons, and it worked against Boston. Relax. Relax. Nembhard gets it into Siakam. Siakam has it up top. Hands it off to Halliburton. Halliburton being guarded by Bridges. They hedge out. They get it over to Neesmith. Neesmith driving it down. Puts up a tough floater over Josh Hart. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Neesmith able to grab it. Kicks it back out. They swing it over to Nembhard. Got to grab the rebounds, man. Got to grab the rebounds. Halliburton has it up top. You got your stop. But you couldn't secure it with the rebound. Siakam against Bridges. Driving it down. Leans in. Fall away jumper. In and out and stays out. Nembhard tips it out. Anunoby comes in and grabs the rebound. Thank you, OG. Thank you, OG. Here comes Brunson. 30 seconds to go in a 3-point game. Brunson has it against Neesmith. Coming to his left. Dancing with it. Coming to his right off of Josh Hart screen. Halliburton switched on to Brunson. Crosses over. Hesitation. Inside to Josh Hart. Under the basket by himself. He gets a layup. It's a 1-point game with 14 seconds to go. And Brunson fouls Neesmith. They call a foul on Brunson. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Brunson fouls Neesmith. So Neesmith is at the foul line for 2 free throws. The Knicks have 1 timeout remaining. Indiana has 1 timeout remaining. The starting 5 is out on the court, as they have been to close out this game. Neesmith knocks down the first free throw. He's got 1 more coming. Slim Slam said 3 shots? No. Just two shots, Slim. It was a foul on the pass, so the ball was already inbounded. YL said overtime back-to-back. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. Neesmith knocks down both free throws. Get it into Brunson. No timeout. Brunson bringing it down. 10 seconds to go. Brunson, a deep pull-up 3 over Neesmith. Can't get it to go. Turner, the rebound, battling, has it. They foul Turner. That might be it, y'all. That might be it. Bridges fouls Turner. I don't know about the non-timeout, guys. I don't know about the non-timeout. I would have called the timeout there. Turner knocks down the first one, makes it a 4-point game. 4.2 on the clock. Gigi said, why? Because he had space. He figured, let me get this shot up. That's why. That's Captain Clutch, brother. You got to live with that. You got to live with that. I think Tibbs should have called the timeout there. I don't like the non-timeout. The Knicks are a better half-court team. Turner knocks down both, makes it a 5-point game with 4 seconds to go. Dog catcher said we need a 5-point play now. Subnetic said McHale needs to be investigated. Who paid him? What did McHale do? McHale was fine. McHale did his job tonight. D. Grant said, what are we going to do now if we lose this game? We're going to go to Indiana and win both games in Indiana, man. Come on. MBM said it's possible. It's possible, but not likely. Possible, but not likely. Well, the Knicks are on the verge of failing their job for the second game in a row. On the verge of it. Dope said Tibbs has to wear this. I didn't think Tibbs was great tonight. I will continue to be baffled by the campaign minutes. What is the purpose? Like, I'd rather you just go to a straight 7-man rotation to put campaign in at this point. Honestly. Campaign is that bad. But Mark said vibes all-time low. Absolutely. Brunson will inbound it. Gets it in the Josh Hart. Back to Brunson. Brunson's going to drive it down and a pull-up straightaway 3. Way off. Pacers take 2 in the Garden. All right. Stretch it out. Roll the neck out. Now, go it over to Indiana. Now you need to win 2 in Indiana. Okay. Here we go. Now you need to do the improbable. Pacers did the improbable, beating you twice in the Garden. Now you need to do the improbable of winning 2 in Indiana. Bring this thing back home tied 2-2. What you got to do? MBM said, see you on Sunday, jackets off. See you on Sunday, man. They failed another mission. All they had to do was restore the vibes, and they did not do that. They did not play well enough here today. GG's having your second-best player on the bench in a critical must-win game is diabolical. I thought he was like a minute and a half, 2 minutes late of bringing Towns in. Didn't think it was the worst thing in the world to leave him out. It's not like he did anything when he came back into the game, Chi-Chi. What'd he do? Not grab a couple rebounds. That's what he did. You know? David said, I need the chef hat for game 3. Yeah, I know what I'm wearing for game 3. It might not be the chef's hat, though, brother. Might not be the chef's hat. B. Will said, crazy thing is they're better on the road. They are a really good road team, but the Pacers are a good home team. So, Davey said, what's the temperature on everyone's favorite coach now? See, this is the thing. If you're not on fire Tom Thibodeau Island, then all of a sudden he's your favorite coach. Like, relax. Have some nuance in your life. You know? You got to have you got to be able to think better than a 7th grader, man. It's not black and white. I talk about it all the time. There are things that I hate about Tom Thibodeau. But to pretend like he's the reason why the Knicks are down 0-2 right now, players didn't execute. Ishmael said exact feelings and what's going on in your head right now. What's going on in my head right now is a little frustration and anger, and just thinking about how you got to steal 2 in Indiana now. Got to win 2 in Indiana now. Yak said win 2 on the road, and we have home court again, just horrible fans. I mean, look, man, ball up top. What are you going to do? Life beats you down sometimes, but you can't just roll over. Some of y'all are showing you true colors about how you live your life. Some of y'all just roll over when life beats you down. Things ain't always going to go your way. Ball up top, man. Ball up top. We got 2 games in Indiana to go through. Here we go. Here we go. Avy said, if you're Leon Rose, you're embarrassed. I'm embarrassed as a fan. I really thought they were going to come and blow this team out. They have no heart and they're fake, disrespected. Brother, get out of here with that. That's some like 7-year-old mindset right there. If you're Leon Rose, you're embarrassed. Leon Rose did nothing but assemble the best team this Knicks team has had in 25 years. You're talking about he's embarrassed. That man is standing proud about what he's accomplished. Get out of here with that. That's some childish mindset right there. Don't expose yourself, AP. You're telling everybody about how you live your life. Don't let life beat you down, AP. Don't let life beat you down. You got to grow up at some point. You got to put the big boy pants on. Come on. On to game 3. Ball up top. Let's hoop. You win game 3, then you win game 4. 1 game at a time. Series ain't over yet, right? Look, if they go down 0-3, we're going to start having some off-season conversations. We got game 3 to play. Got game 3 to play. Slim Slammer said, I think we can get to an Indy. It's just after that. Look, man, go on to game 3. Now it's all about game 3. There's really nothing to go over other than got to be able to pull out game 3. The Knicks severely outplayed Indiana in game 1 and lost because they took their eye off the ball, and Indiana had a couple of miracle plays go their way. And then they got outplayed in game 2 by Indiana. They played an excellent ball game. Knicks weren't good enough. So now you got to go into game 3, outplay them, play a full 48 minutes, beat them in game 3, do the same thing in game 4, and come back home type 2-2. That is the goal. That is the goal, right? If they go down 0-3, all right, then we got to start having some off-season conversations, but here we go. Here we go. Dogcatcher said, that was difficult at the end, but when it was 110 to 100, we battled for 2 minutes to get it within 1 at 110, 109. Yeah, look, they had their opportunities. There were 2 possessions. They didn't grab the defensive rebound to close out after some good defensive stops. They didn't secure the rebound, and that cost them. That cost them. You get the rebound, you come down, you look for a 2. Doesn't have to be a 3. So now we go to Indiana. I'll see y'all then. We'll be live again tomorrow, 8:30, right? I believe it's 8:30, even though tomorrow's a Saturday game, right? Hold on. Yeah, 8:30 start time. They're all prime time start times up. Tomorrow, 8:30, we'll be live. Come join us. We'll be talking about it. A lot of y'all don't come through for the other basketball games, but I get it. You're Knicks fans, not necessarily basketball fans. I get it. Bruce, what's up, Bruce? Appreciate you. So we'll be bad. AB said, so it's not the coaches, the players. See, you live in this black and white world, AP. Like, you got to stop exposing yourself. You got a 7-year-old's mindset. It's not black and white. It's not the coach's fault, and it's not the players' fault. It's all of their fault. It's a collective fault. They all have a hand in losing these games. Do you not understand nuance, my brother? Like, come on, man. Come on. You got to stop calling yourself out here. You're making yourself look silly in the chat. So it's not the coach's fault, it's the player's fault. You don't understand that everyone involved gets a piece of the blame? Like there were decisions Tom Thibodeau made that weren't great. There were plays that the players made that weren't great. Everyone gets a piece of the blame. So Jennings said, too many years, my Knicks. Kill them in Indy. I don't care how you do it, just win. I mean, it's the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks got to show up at some point. Judge B said, is the franchise just cursed? No. I think they've broken the curse. I think Leon Rose has broken the curse. I think Leon Rose has absolutely broken the curse. They've been in the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. They just made the Eastern Conference Finals. So. AB said, don't be mad because I disagree with you. Just watching it yourself. What are you talking about? Brother, you're living in a world where everything is black and white to you. You sound silly in the chat when you say, okay, so it's not the coach's fault, it's the player's fault, because I don't want to put the entire blame of the game on Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau gets part of the blame. Jalen Brunson gets part of the blame. Karl Anthony Towns gets part of the blame. You didn't do enough to win. It's not one player's fault. It's not one person's fault. Everybody gets a piece of the blame. But you sound silly when you say things like, oh, so the coach needs to be fired and this needs to... Like, they just beat the defending champions in 6 games. You know? Like, you accomplished that. Right? Are there things that he doesn't do well? Do I want to see a different coach? Like, yeah, man. We've talked about it all year. It's not breaking news. But just because I don't want to put all of the blame on Tom Thibodeau and fire him immediately does not mean that I don't have issues with the coach. Like, you have to have some nuance in your life. You have to be able to put those 2 brain cells to work. You got to tell them to stop fighting. You got to be able to think. Got to be able to have nuance and think about the ways that these things can go. It's not just, okay, now fire everybody and trade everybody. Like, that's a ridiculous mindset to have, brother. AB said no one's going to watch the NBA Finals for useless unless you're from OKC or Indiana. If you like basketball, you will be absolutely locked into that series. That'll be a fascinating series. It's going to be a really good series. But you're telling me you don't like basketball and you just like the Knicks, which is fine. It's fine. You could just like the Knicks and not necessarily like basketball. But I'm going to be tuned into that series without a doubt. That's going to be a really good series. AP said everyone have a great Memorial Day weekend. Absolutely, AP. Absolutely have a good Memorial Day weekend, even though the Knicks just ruined it. Even though the Knicks just ruined Memorial Day weekend. They had the chance to make it somewhat better on Sunday, but we're all still going to be upset come Monday. Whether, because even when they win Game 3, we're still going to be down 1-2. And it's going to come down to Tuesday. So they can tie it up at 2. So here we go. Here we go. Yak said, we slowed everyone down but Siakam. Yeah, I thought Anunoby, like, even if we look at the box score, Anunoby ends with... OG ends... Let me get TNT up out of my ear real quick. Siakam ends with 39. And OG Anunoby ends up with 16 points, 5 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals. That is the quietest 16 points I've seen Anunoby score in a long time. I thought Anunoby was bad. I thought Josh Hart was bad. Robinson was good. Overextended him just a smidge in that second half. He did his job. Towns was okay. 20 points. 14 shot attempts, 27 shot attempts for Brunson. Like, the thing about Jalen Brunson that I love is he's going to go down swinging. 14 shot attempts for Towns. You could tell me all you want that they're not getting him the ball enough, but, like, come on, man. You're a star. Go get him to the post. Go tell your teammates, like, I got the advantage. Siakam can't guard me. Give it to me. You know? You got to be able to do that. 36 and 11 for Brunson, by the way. Like, he's doing his job. 36 and 11. 3 turnovers he had early in the second quarter, and he didn't turn the ball over at all in the second half. Ends the game as a +4. Towns was a -20. I thought he was terrible defensively. He is the largest plus-minus on the team, right? Justice's dad, this is for you. We're pointing it out. The largest plus-minus on the team at a -20. Oof. Yak said he depended on Mitch way too much without Cat with him. Yeah, as bad as Cat was, like, I think you gotta put Cat in at some point. It's funny because the other night it was like, no, why bring these guys back in? Leave Robinson and McBride out there, but they were hooping at that time. What does McBride end with? 25 minutes. Yeah, I thought he was not as good in the first half as he was in the second half. So I get that. But Josh Hart, 29 minutes, like that's fine too. I thought the minute distribution was fine for the most part, but some of the substitution patterns just have to change, man. Also, get this guy off the goddamn rotation. Get Campaign out of here. Get him out of here. I want 8 to 10 minutes of DeLon Wright. Get Campaign out of here. Get him out of here. D. Grant said, I'm sorry, I think it's over. I cannot see the Knicks keeping up with the Pacers, but I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, man, like, I get it. You just lost 2 games at home. And now you go on the road for 2 games. So I get it, but, you got to have some faith, right? You can't be a fan and not have any faith. Got to have some faith. They'll pull it off, right? Stoke Generic said we have the 2 best players in the series, FYI. I'd take Halliburton over Towns. I'd absolutely take Halliburton over Towns. I don't like him, but you got to take Halliburton over Towns. You do. You just do. But I guess we're going to wrap it up, y'all. I don't want to hold you for too much longer. I appreciate y'all. I will be live again tomorrow for the Minnesota OKC game, which, by the way, Minnesota is also down 0-2. The difference is that they were on the road. Now Minnesota is going to come back home. Hopefully they can pick up a win in Game 3 and make that series somewhat interesting. So here we go. We can talk more about it we can talk more about it tomorrow. And then we'll be back on Sunday to watch the Knicks' most intense game of the year. It will be the game that decides whether or not they will have even a chance in this series. Yak said, blaming Mitch for not covering Turner in the corner with a teammate being beat heading to the rim. Yeah, he can't get beat. Halliburton started to hunt Brunson, and Halliburton was blowing by Jalen Brunson, getting to the basket. Mitchell Robinson's in help side, and Halliburton's just too good of a passer and too good of a point guard. And Robinson's inching over. Swing it out to Miles Turner, wide open in the corner for 3. Yeah, said Tibbs is not getting fired. He saved his job with that Celtics series. He is going to finish out his contract. Mark said Game 1 is now on the brink of going down in Knicks history. For sure. AB said, no, I don't like the NBA. I'm exclusive to New York fans. See? Right? And I didn't know people like you existed, AP, but I have learned that there are a lot of people like AP who are not basketball fans, but they are just New York fans. And they will watch the Knicks and not any other basketball, which, explains a lot about your opinions on basketball. And I don't mean that in a weird way. I just mean that, it explains a lot, because when you watch other teams play, you start to see more of the nuance of basketball. So, that being said, we end the night extremely disappointed, but we got more basketball to play. So, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the other side. We'll meet again for the next game on Sunday. But again, I'll be live tomorrow. Timberwolves versus OKC. Hopefully that's a good game. They haven't necessarily been good games. Hopefully Minnesota's able to grab one and at least make that series somewhat interesting. But until then, I'll catch y'all. Have a good night's sleep. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Remember to brush your teeth before bed and get a good night's sleep, y'all. Until next time, I'm out. Good night, everybody. Bye.